Hello, chat.
Hello, chat. Welcome.
Oh, it's that time. It's the time. It's time for us to Rusty Lake. I'm very excited.
Really does anything.
Hello, friendo.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am so much better now that I hear your beautiful voice.
Stop
I get to hang with you. This is lovely. It's gonna be great.
It is going to be great.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was talking about, I don't know. I made like a, oh, hello, when I realized, like, can I even do that anymore? What is the king's deal? Like, what, you live there. What's the vibe? What do I gotta,
I see what you mean. Because originally it was a queen goof.
yeah, like
now
the
it
queen
feels
would
in
be
poor
like, oh,
taste.
yeah, now it seems a little in poor taste. So what's how do we goof on the king? Does he have like a?
I mean,
Like,
we could pretend he does, right? I don't know that the queen ever sounded like hello. So, yeah, I think.
What? Oh, I mean, like it's canonical.
Is
the
it
lore.
because
She did? Yeah.
it kind of sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire, who's a different character in the world. You know.
Now that you mention it, it does sound more like Mrs. Doubtfire, who, in her own, was a queen.
It's true.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't.
I can't say
just
anything.
the best. Oh, hello. You're right. That actually was Mrs. Doubtfire when
Yeah.
she pops up with the. Well, that. You know what? It's the queen now.
But what I'm saying is, you could choose any, and just be like, yeah, that's the king. That's what the king sounds like, probably.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, that checks out. That seems fine to me.
Great.
Yeah.
As an American living here,
Yes.
that doesn't even have permanent residency yet. Yeah, I think that's fine. You can do whatever you want.
As a representative of that wonderful nation, on behalf of us Americans,
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like you have quite the say. It's like when I ask you questions and I want you to represent all women. It's roughly the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Dodger, as a woman,
Sure. Yep.
explain all women to me, please.
Well.
Start from the beginning. Don't worry, I'll wait.
You're just sweating. What do I say? What do I say?
Yeah. That's all I'm asking. I mean, you helped me discover that I have a praise kink, so here we are.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
I didn't know that.
I don't feel like our relationship will be fully in balance until we're having some sort of an innocuous conversation live on stream and you get to say to me, Dodger, I think that's a kink. One day you'll get to say that. I don't know what it's gonna be, but that's the only way for things to be even. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a kink, but you definitely live a trope, that's for sure.
A trope.
Yeah, you live a trope, like little tiny small chaos and big tall strong wall of like, no, stop, don't do that, grow up. It's like you definitely live a trope for sure, like little fuzzy ball of energy and then like
that's
the stoic one. Yeah. So I mean,
I like
I'm sure
your
there's
Sam
something there we can
impression, by
find.
the way. It's almost as good as your queen impression.
Woo! I just imagine Sam just looks at you often and says, "Stop, no,
don't do that." Yeah,
don't.
He
do
does
that.
actually. I would like to establish not in any way where like I am, overstepping boundaries with him. It's more like me singing full volume with my child in the middle of a restaurant and him being like, "Don't do that."
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't think
Please
you're
don't
like,
do that.
Sam, I tore down part of our house and built a greenhouse only for stinky fly. I don't think you did that. I think you're more like, I made lunch, but instead of lunch, it's actually Play-Doh, and we have to pretend to eat it together with our daughter. And then Sam's just like, stop, no. all right, fine, I'll do it. Like, that's how I imagine every conversation goes. Like, no, okay.
I pretend ate a Play-Doh meal just today, so this is topical.
Well. Look who's living your life vicariously.
She's at the perfect age where she can hand you something made of Play-Doh and be like, it's a cookie, you have to eat it. And then you can pretend to eat it. And she'll be like, Mommy, no, that was Play-Doh. It's so good.
Wait, so she thinks she's like getting you? Like, it's a cookie, you have to eat it. And you eat it and she's like, gotcha, it was Play-Doh.
It's like kids around like 4, 5, 6 years old are really good at and also really terrible at yes-anding. So like,
sure.
If it's in line with the direction they want the game to go in, they will yes-and for hours, right? So if she hands me a Play-Doh cookie and I pretend to eat it and then go, that tasted a little weird, she'll be like, Mommy, that was Play-Doh. She knows I pretended to eat the Play-Doh, but she wants us to all like buy into the conceit where I ate Play-Doh for real, you know?
Have you ever said, that was good though? Or are you afraid that if you acknowledge the good taste of Play-Doh that she'll be like, I'm going to eat Play-Doh?
No, I'm not concerned about her eating Play-Doh.
I mean, I guess it is. You can't eat it.
Here's the thing. Play-Doh's fucking disgusting. So literally all that needs to happen is she goes, and puts a little in her mouth and goes, nope. I trust the evolutionary process enough to believe that my child will eat Play-Doh and go, I loved that.
Yeah. Evolutions, I feel like, has worked enough for that. Like,
you know, conversations like this, though, they remind me of, and I'm not making fun of this person whatsoever, but I will. There are specific scenes from the My Strange Addiction episode about the girl who drinks gasoline. I think about that episode all the time. Whenever I say things like this, I'm like, but there is somebody who somehow got addicted to drinking gasoline. So
yeah.
So who knows?
You need to like spin it. You need to do like a like, you know, if you convince your kid to eat Play-Doh and they hate Play-Doh, right, in the future when you have to have like the like, you know, don't drink and don't do drugs, like that conversation, you can be like, remember the Play-Doh? I said it tasted good.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you hated it? Well, just like when I say alcohol is good, it's actually disgusting, and you're going to hate it. Like that, you got to spin it. You got to parent that shit. Remember when you ate that Play-Doh? And I told you not to eat it, and you were like, but you said it tasted good. Remember? And then you ate it, it was terrible? That's cigarettes.
That's exactly what cigarettes are like, dude.
That's just like cigarettes. The Play-Doh that kills you.
You know, my plan was to approach those sorts of topics with, you know, like genuine honesty and really like make it a discussion. No. I think this is better. Yeah.
Honesty with your child? Get out of here.
No, nonsense.
No.
Who would do that?
You say, remember that Play-Doh? It's way worse than Play-Doh. It tastes terrible.
And then she'll be like,
you're welcome for raising your child.
I've already snuck some from so-and-so's kitchen.
And you, Play-Doh? Where'd you get that Play-Doh from?
I've already snuck some Play-Doh from the liquor cabinet.
Damn. Hey, Dukes.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you ready to get crazy right now?
I'm so ready.
I don't know what we're about to get into. I just know it's going to be something Rusty Lake, and it's co-op, and it's like, I don't know. I have no idea what's about to happen to us, but this is going to be great. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to play this with you.
It is. I'm excited.
Do we have to join a thing together? I'm going to select new game.
Yeah, let me get this shit. Mine's open, but it's still doing the intro, so.
Okay, the Pass Within co-op. We both need to have a game. Great. You can each play Pass Within. It's your preferred platform. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that. Great. Next.
Yeah,
both
because
need to
I don't
communicate via voice chat.
I think it's like we just sync it up. Like we each choose if we're A or B or something like that, right?
Oh yeah. Are you in the room? Yeah, because last time when we played the demo, it wasn't like, oh, you do a thing. You literally just select A or B. I think that's what we did.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm adjusting audio.
Do you want to talk
and
online?
stuff.
Use our free Discord. Next.
It's having. Oh, there we go. It found it. God, that's loud though.
Yeah, I had to turn down the
Mamma
volume
mia,
like
pasta
crazy.
Pizza. Yeah. Chat. Let
Pasta
me know
la
if that's
pizza.
Okay. Pasta la pizza, baby.
A place where memories are captured in little cubes.
Forbidons. Welcome to the Katogangu. Thank you
You
very
are
much.
here together. You both have a choice between the past and the future. Make sure you don't make the same choice. Oh, instead of A and B, we're choosing past and future? Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
interesting.
This is going to be a real treat. Are you messing with the volume?
I've messed with the volume now. I'm going
Okay.
through the instructions.
Excellent, excellent.
We are communicating via voice. Are you in the same
We
room?
are.
We are not.
No, we're not.
Okay. Okie doke. Okay, what do you want to be? The past or the future?
I mean, I'm more future forward.
Okay. I can be the past. I'm fine with that.
All right, okay. I'll select future.
I've selected past. You chose the past. Did the other person choose the future? Yes. Can you hear the person in the future?
Do you trust the person in the past? What? Yes? I'm going to say yes.
Choose between the butterfly or the bee. Make sure the
I'm
person
choosing
in the
butterfly.
future chooses the same. Okay, we both choose the butterfly. Did the
Make sure
person in the
person
future
has
choose the same?
butterfly.
Yes. I'm
You've
sure
chosen
you're
the
ready to
butterfly,
start.
yes.
Is the person in the future ready? Are you
Is the
ready?
person in the past ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Why
Yes.
is this like this? I love this. Let's go.
Me too. Let's make some memories. Click to continue.
The future.
The past.
Chapter 1. What?
Okay, I have a letter. Shall I read it to you?
I'm sorry, you have a letter?
Yes.
Okay, yes, please.
Rusty Lake, January 1926. My dear daughter Rose, if you find this letter, I'm no longer part of this world, although there is hope. Over the last couple of months, I have been working on a device to establish contact with a trustworthy person in the future. Be aware the room you are in now may be affected by this person. Please open the box first and await further instructions. Your loving father, Albert.
I don't know if I mentioned this when we played the demo, but Anch Illuminati, shameless plug for my weird paranormal creepy town podcast. A while ago we did like an episode about how there was a story, I think it was in the UK, about this family that found an old computer, and it might have been a new computer because I think it took place
Oh my
in the
God,
70s,
you
but it was an
totally
old
told me
computer.
this, yes.
Yeah, and they like talk to someone from the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the person in the past is like, when facts and stuff are wrong, he does the, oh, wow, I was testing you, that kind of thing. So it seemed kind of fake, but also
Yeah.
was super interesting because there was information that only a person from that time period would know, or in the future. It was like super crazy. This feels like that. And yeah, I think I mentioned this in the demo we played, but I don't know if that was a inspiration for this game, but damn, is that cool.
Yeah.
On my screen,
Mm-hmm.
I have click to zoom in and I have a box. This is that magic future box.
The box with nine buttons, right? Which I think was in
Well,
the demo.
it is a box with 6 buttons up front, a place for a hard disk drive, looks like a bunch of other shit along the side of it. It looks like it has a boom box in the back, and I think on the side is some sort of takeout restaurant, and then I have an eerie moth-esque ink blot. Maybe that's a
Okay.
butterfly ink blot. And then I also have on the side of my screen, way in the distance, that I can't get apparently, a screwdriver in a cup. So there's that. There's that.
Okay, so the only things that I have are the letter. The
Mhm.
date 1926 is underlined, And then
Okay.
I have a box. Please open the box first and await further instructions. So I have a box with 9 buttons on it, and I can click them all in individually. So I think you probably have to tell me which buttons to click in.
Yeah, let me click this click to zoom in thing. So I have a power button, and I've turned on the computer box.
Okay.
It's loading. It says cubicle device. Welcome to cubicle device 018F. This cubicle device holds a memory that contains the room of the person in the past. What? Press enter to continue. Please enter to continue. You are about to establish a connection with the person in the past. Warning: any interaction may affect the room inside this device. Okay. To verify access, please submit the year of memory.
1926.
You said it was 1921?
1926.
26. Okay, enter to confirm. Access granted. Please communicate the following information to the person in the past. Okay, so you said you had 9 things to press, yes?
9 buttons, yeah.
Okay. So, if it is arrayed in a 3x3 pattern, you're looking at do you want me to do across or down first? Like, what's the vibe you want me to tell you?
Left to right across, please.
Okay. The middle and the right are flashing, so maybe those are ones that you press.
Yep, okay.
And then on the second row, the left and right are flashing, so maybe press those.
Okay.
And then the bottom row, the middle and right are flashing.
It opened. I have
Excellent.
matches now.
Okay,
and
enter.
I was able to step into the room. So originally I was looking at a table, and now I can back up.
Okay.
I'm
Please
in a
confirm the
room
person in the
now.
past. Open
Oh
the
my
box.
God.
That's a confirmation. Yes.
Yes, I opened the box. Can I tell you to do something really quick?
What the?
Never mind. I'll wait.
Sorry, no, my entire screen went crazy, and a giant butterfly appeared on, like a 6-bit butterfly appeared, and then matches fell from the sky. And now I have matches.
I was going to tell you, if you hit the options cog and then see current mode.
Options cog, current mode, the butterfly. Yeah. What is that?
So-
What does that mean?
I guess there's like maybe multiple ways to play through it depending on how you answer those questions at the start.
What the hell just happened?
It's me. Okay.
What the ding dong diddly dicks? What? Okay, I opened the matches you sent me, and inside is a knob and matches, but I have a knob of some sort now that I think I can use on my computer somehow. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a switch that says P17 that I can turn on, but before I do anything, I'm going to wait and see what's going on with you. Please fill me in.
Okay. So I backed up from the table. There is now a mirror, and I can see myself, and I am young Rose.
Okay. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. There's a little bowl on that same table that I was looking at the start, but it's empty, and I can't seem to move it. There is a dresser with 3 drawers that all need keys, and a clock on top of the dresser. So that's one wall.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, maybe I can help you determine what you need to look for by turning the switch on, and maybe something will pop up and I can give you kind of a clue.
sure, because there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because there's 4. I mean, there's 4 walls for me to look at. So if you want to kind of
Sure.
describe to me what you're seeing, maybe I can.
Okay, so I don't know if this affects you at all, but the switch says P17. No clue what that means. But when I turned it on, 4 images appeared. The first one is a moth. The second one is a raven, or probably Mr. Crow, probably. The third one is a family. and or I guess maybe just 2 people. I don't know, their family. And then the last one is like a gingerbread man kind of looking guy.
Okay.
And I have the ability to press these and turn them. So I can make one into a house. I can make one into a tree. Yes, my options are moth, house, tree, raven, couple, and then gingerbread man.
Okay. So I know which wall I need to be looking at for you. Let me describe to you what I see.
Okay.
There are 4 pictures on the wall. Going from left to right, the first one is a round frame with a raven in it. The second one is a square frame with a butterfly that says the butterfly on it. The third one is a tree, a square frame with a tree. And the fourth one is a square frame with Rose and Albert in it.
Well, that worked. It lit up, and I now have symbols to give you, it looks like.
Great.
Oh boy, how are we going to do this? Okay. The symbols I have in order, again, this is 2 at the top row, 2 at the bottom row. I don't know if that affects you at all, but that's what it is. Top row, sort of a line and a circle, looks like a P. And then the next one is just a very long T. And then the bottom row is sort of a little tiny O and a big S. And then one that kind of looks like, I don't know, the side view of headphones or maybe a little sperm, whatever works for you.
Okay. Yep. That got me to... I opened up a box. I got coal from that.
Okay. Coal's... Whoa, I see a little rat. What the shit? Fella, what are you doing?
Okay.
What the shit?
There's a little like old coal stove. So I'm putting the coal in there and then maybe lighting it. Okay.
All right, hold on. It says that says the family access acquired. Communicate symbol sequence warning. The room inside the device may suffer from overheating. Use 3 sliders to adjust smoke gas discharge. What?
Okay, so yeah, there's 3 little sliders here, and I think I'm supposed to tell you where each slider is supposed to be.
Yes, because on the back of this thing is it looks like a 3 slider puzzle. Yes.
Okay, so the top one, do you see? Are they lines with 5 dashes on them?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so the top one, the second dash is lit up from the left.
Is that from the start? So is it technically 3, like the direct middle, or is it 1, 2?
Oh, so the start I'm considering a dash.
Great. So it would be 1 over.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
The second one is 4, so 1 to the right from the center.
Gotcha.
And then the last one is the very first dash.
Okay. I got a battery. I pulled a battery out of that. It seems to be working.
Okay.
I see it's venting smoke. I don't know if that's good or not, but I guess that's good for you.
Yeah, there's lots of smoke in here, so maybe that is
Smoke
good.
gas discharge adjusted. Activate ventilation system.
Yes, please do. If you can.
How do I do that? Is that this? Oh, yeah, I have the battery, and we do this. All right, it's venting, and it says 17:15. I assume it's a time.
17:15. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I see what you mean.
And the fan blew away the paper that had the moth on it, and underneath that was
That
what
worked.
appears to be a key and a slide, a photo slide. So I have a key and a photo slide now.
Okay, there's wind blowing through the room now. Everything is blowing in the wind. Sorry, what have you found? A photo slide?
I found a slide and a key. My screen says ventilation system activated, communicate time, which I just did, 17:15. And then it says unlock lens, use 3 lens switches to peek inside the room of the person in the past. What? I'm gonna assume it's this?
Can I tell you what's happening on my end? I don't know if it'll be helpful, but
I'm gonna click this thing really. It says I can use this lens to peek into the past. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, so I have on my screen a lens I can look through to see you, I guess. But around that lens are 3 symbols. One is an arrow, one is a cross, and one is sort of a line with a circle on it. That must do something. So I guess I'm relying on you now.
Okay. So, so one of these walls has a casket with Albert's picture over it.
Oh boy. Okay.
A rose to one side and then some candles on the other. I think I need to collect one more candle. There's one missing, but I found another one. Albert's picture, because now there's all this wind going through, Albert's picture fell to the ground and shattered. And behind the photo, it said, "Dear Rose, wear the mask yourself." Oof. With a key. So I'm going to open one of these drawers.
Okay, go ahead.
Not that one. Ooh, this one. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So now I look in the mirror and I put on the mask, I guess. Okay. I've put on the mask and now it's snowing in here.
Snowing? Use the 3 lens switches to peek inside.
The 3 lens switches.
So I have what appears, it's kind of like a clock almost. Not really. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I mean, it has 12 segments. And it's kind of like a clock, I guess.
Does it have an eyeball in the
6,
middle?
7, 8, 9. The eyeball might be where I'm supposed to be looking. Because I'm looking through to the past to see you, I guess.
Oh, I see. Okay, so, yeah, there's a door here that has like a stained glass sort of design on it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the doors, the bottom half of the door of the stained glass design is a circle with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sections.
Okay.
The center is an eye. And 3 of them have, 3 of the sections have symbols in them.
Where are they at?
Okay, so, starting from the bottom center.
Uh-huh.
Go to the left twice. That is one.
Okay.
It has an arrow symbol.
Understood. Okay.
Starting from bottom center again. Go to the right one. And it has like a stick with a ball on the end.
Gotcha.
And then one more over to the right, and it has a cross.
And now I am looking back into the past.
Sick.
Okay, so, boy. To give you an example of what I see now, I see double doors. Perhaps windows, but it looks like doors with stained glass in them.
Mm-hmm.
And on the left, I see an eyeball with the circle stuff that you were talking about.
Yep.
And above that, I see a stag head with horns, like a skeleton with
It's
horns.
the exact thing I'm looking at. Yep.
And then on the right side, I see 6 different mini panes. One is the infamous cube.
Yep.
And that's at the bottom. And next to that is a knife, probably the same knife used to, I don't know, slice a certain person's throat.
Sure.
Then above that is kind of this weird...
The white mask.
Yeah, it looks like a white mask. And then above that is a pyramid going up, like a big, like, almost like a beam of light coming from the sky above other pyramids, which could be mountains. But then there are 2 to the left of that. The top row left and middle row left are white versions. One looks like it's a tree, and the other one above it looks like, I don't know, like some kind of paper boat or something. But they're
I think
white.
It's meant to be a butterfly.
Yeah, like
They're
I don't know
both
if that
white.
means we
There
can
we
change
go.
stuff, but
Okay, I made both of them white on my end, and now which of the 12 slots are white has changed.
okay.
So I guess I'll tell you the new ones, yeah?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Because I think, sorry, I might have done that fast. So basically, like, I see the exact same 6 pictures in the stained glass, but they were all colorful. But when I click on them, they turn white. So when you told me that 2 of them were white, I clicked them, and then
Gotcha.
the eyeball thing changed.
Okay,
So,
talk to me about that.
So, bottom center now is lit up with the arrow.
All right, arrow bottom center.
Starting from the bottom center, go 2 to the left, and that's where the cross is.
Okay.
And then starting from bottom center, go 4 to the right, and that's where the stick with the ball is.
All right, I'm back in.
Okay. What do
Oh,
you see?
this time, exact same screen, except the entire of those 6, the entire right side, all 3 is white, and then the butterfly is white still as well.
Okay. We're in business. Okay. New ones. Ready?
All right, talk to me.
Starting from the bottom center, go to the left 1, and that's the stick and ball.
All right, bottom center, left 1, stick and ball. On it.
Starting from the bottom center, 3 to the right is the cross.
All right, done.
Starting from the top center, 1 to the left is the arrow.
All right, I'm back in.
Great.
And this time, butterfly still, and then the bottom 2.
Oh, things are turning. Oh shit, the door opens now.
All right, I guess we achieved that then.
Okay. Do you see anything different yet?
Visual contact with the person in the past achieved. Flip the 6 switches to the correct position, insert floppy disk. Flip the 6 switches to the correct position. Oh, I see. Okay, so I have 6 switches on my screen right now, and they're all facing up. So at a certain point, I just need to know where they go.
Okay. You have 6 switches that you need to do something with. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll tell you what I oh, what are these?
Not that I'm literally
Oh my God.
staring at 6
sorry.
switches, and you're like, "This
I'm
is
sorry.
just
No,
like playing Dead Space 3." This. I'm
sorry.
like, Dodger, what do you see? And you're
I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm seeing some cool shit.
No, I found what you need. I'm just gonna describe to you what I see though. So the door's open. There's a new dresser here that can obviously slide open, but I can't slide it open yet. There's a strange contraption that kind of looks like the back of an old camera, you know, like when they would open it up and they would have like slots for everything, but all of the slots are empty. There is a small fabric doll hanging from the ceiling. The last candle that I needed, so I've grabbed that, and then the thing that made me go was there's I can't remember what they're called, but the sort of windows on like a submarine to see out into the water. There's one of those, and when I clicked on it, there was a hyper there was a hyper realistic eye through one of those.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But once I clicked that, on the floor there was suddenly a bunch of paper, which is why I got distracted. And one of the papers shows what to do with 6 switches. So I can describe this to you now.
Walk me through.
Okay. Are the switches for you 2 rows of 3?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So starting with the top row from the left, it's down, down, up.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
And then bottom row is up, down, up.
All right. Floppy taken. Okay. And now I insert the floppy disk in the front, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Loading extraction program. Well, I found Albert Vanderbloom.
Okay.
Boom. And it what it says right now is even though it is Albert Vanderboom, the they're flashing lights, right? Or flashing letters. And I don't know whether you're going to need the flashing white letters or the letters that are solid green. I do not know, but
Okay.
if you need a code, I've got you.
Okay. So the just so that you know what I'm looking at, the other two papers down here, the thing that I thought was like the back of a camera is apparently called the cubicle device. This cubicle device needs 3 pieces of Albert's dead body.
Well, I mean, of course it does.
Of course it
Well,
does.
like, yeah.
The bone, the flesh, and the blood. And I have instructions on another piece of paper to open his casket and take his tooth, his blood, and his ear to put inside of this device.
Well, the good news is, when I loaded this program, a casket appeared before me in sort of like, a digital casket, and Albert Vanderboom was what the casket said. And
Okay.
on that, certain letters are flashing. So maybe that's helpful to you.
Let me click on the... Okay, yes. Which letters are flashing?
So the flashing letters are A-R-T, N-B-M.
N-B-M?
Yes.
N-B-M. There we go. She's open, dude. Oh, God. Hi, Dad.
All right.
Anything in your pocket? Oh, there was. Nice.
Okay. Please enter the validation question after coffin is opened. What is closest to the heart of Albert Vanderboom? 4 letters.
R-V-D-B.
Oh, the wrong way with that.
It's a picture of Rose with her dolly, but it says RVDB on it.
All right. Enter confirm. The person in the past places the altar key and obtains 3 substances: bone, flesh, and blood. Select instructions. Oh boy. All right, I guess I'll select bone instructions. Unlocking hatch. Go to the hatch. Communicate teeth sequence with the person in the past.
Oh my
Obtain
God.
bone. Well, all right. Okay. Gotta go to the hatch. Oh. There's a teeth hatch on the back of this thing. This is gonna be great.
Good.
I'm imagining, I don't know what you're seeing, but what mine looks like is a digitized, it's like several buttons, a top row of buttons and a bottom row of buttons that almost makes you feel like teeth. You know what I mean? Like if I was looking at a digital mouth, like a robot mouth, these would be
Okay.
teeth. And only one is blinking.
Okay. Well, I just got a device that I think is one of those things. You know that game where you have to put a thing in your mouth that keeps your lips open and then you have to try to say words?
Yes.
I think that's what I just grabbed. So I think I'm about to pry this man's mouth open. Yep. Okay.
Like you should. Like you should.
All right. Which tooth am I ripping out of my dad's mouth?
Bottom row, 1 over from the furthest right.
Okay. I clicked that and 1 over from the furthest left on the top is now wiggling.
All right, I'll click that. 1 over from furthest left on the top. Okay. Now go 2 to the right. So 1, 2.
From the wiggling tooth?
Yes.
Okay. Bottom row, 3rd in from the left is now wiggling.
All right. So counting the first one.
Yes.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And then 3 over from that one to the right.
Okay. 4 top row, 4 over from the right is wiggling.
Okay. And then 2 to the right for you.
Okay. Bottom row, 5 in from the left.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for you, top row, diagonal to the right.
Okay, got it.
Are you good?
I got a tooth, but a new one is wiggling. If you want to like
Which
follow
one is that?
that.
Yeah, might as well.
Bottom row, second in from the left.
Okay, we got a special star.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm sure that we'll see how many of those we actually need to get the real true ending. You know how this works.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so nothing else? Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah, it says press X to return.
Okay.
And enter confirm. We confirm that we did it. Did the person in the past obtain the bone?
I did.
Alright. Yes.
Okay, I am now going to put the tooth in the tooth slot of this device.
Okay, the person in the past places the altar key. Yeah, okay. It wants me to say, do we want to do flesh or do you want to do blood next?
I want to do flesh next.
All right, flesh it is. Unlocking the flesh hatch. Go to the hatch. The person in the past should light all candles and place diary.
Light all candles. Okay. 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
lovely. Oh,
5.
swell.
Ah, a key that I assume I will get the diary with. Yep, here we go. Okay. Place the diary where? Does it say?
It just says place the light all the candles, place the diary. Oh no.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make the assumption that this extra bonus one goes right here. Well, of course. It does. Okay.
Oh. I know where to put it. I'm a goofy guts. There we go. Albert Vanderboom diary. I once caught a butterfly as a child. It was mine, but my sister stole it.
Okay. So
There are 4
when
squares.
you said that, on my screen, I once caught a butterfly. It was mine. My sister stole it. There's a photo, of Vanderboom with a butterfly, and then his sister is in the shot with him. There are 4 squares, bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay. Next one, Ida. She left me with a broken heart with 4 squares again.
Ooh, she left me with a broken heart. Is there any hint of what? So, in order of slides on my screen, when I select next with the the butterfly sister thing, the next one is him staring directly at me with 2 chess pieces. One clearly looks like it's probably the
Okay,
Mr.
I found the
Crow
right
Raven
page.
Man.
Yep, I found the right page. I know that when I lose a game of chess, my first life will end.
Okay, that is top left.
Okay, what's your next one?
The next one is him laying on the ground as the Shadow Man, and maybe this is when she left me. I don't know, but that one's top right.
Shadow Man.
It's like, the
It
guy who
says,
shows up every once in a while to scare the shit out of us.
Yeah, my dark soul will live on into the future waiting for resurrection, maybe?
That's probably it, yeah.
Which one?
Top right.
Top right? Okay, what next?
The next one is him with a child. That's bottom left.
Okay, the birth of my daughter Rose was the greatest achievement of my life.
Great, yes.
Okay, next.
Then it's a beautiful redhead, my kryptonite, and that's top right.
Okay. And then the last one, I've been working on the cubicle device to establish a connection with the future.
Bottom right.
Oops. Yep.
Cool.
Cool, I got a knife. This won't be horrifying. Let's go.
You're gonna need some flesh. That should be fine.
I just need some flesh, dude. I just need a little flesh. That's all.
That should be okay. Don't even stress it.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
Got it. They made that really painless for me, not for him. Yeah.
Okay, you have flesh obtained?
Flesh obtained. I'm putting it in the
Confirmed.
device.
Did you get it? Yes. All right. Blood time. Unlocking hatch for blood, I guess.
Do you need a 6-digit code, maybe?
I may go to hatch, communicate, print information with person in the past, find secret compartment.
So,
Okay, so
yeah. Do you want me to tell you what I see?
a hatch just opened, and there is a code system. XYZ123 is what it says.
Oh, do I click them? No. So on my end, it's 3XZY21. So same ones, but in a different order.
3XZY21.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
And then there's like sort of what looks like a gem drawn on there, but there's no gem.
All right, so we just got a message from the past or future, I'm not sure. It says, there is a message behind the tree. And then it has several, like,
yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
Asterisks.
Ready?
Yeah.
X2Y13Z.
X2Y13Z. All right. There's a message in your own reflection.
Okay.
This should be fine.
Ready?
This should be fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It just flooded with blood. Why?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. YX31Z2.
YX. Uh-oh. YX31Z2. Oh, I have a printout of the room you're in, I believe.
Hmm.
Okay, so, what are you facing right now?
I'm facing the dresser that I'm getting all of the items from to take the flesh, blood, whatever.
And I assume to your left is a coffin?
To my right is the coffin. So I'm looking at the wait. I'm looking at the coffin now.
Okay, so if you're looking at the coffin, to your left is the thing. If you like turn to the left, the thing on your furthest right is what you should be clicking on. Something over there. There's an arrow pointing to that.
Oh, okay. Yep. I got a spoon and another code. Ready?
Okay.
XZY312.
XZY312. Eat your hot soup and you will find a gift.
Okay. I That's
Good
cold
luck.
soup. Oh, okay. I have to heat it up over here probably.
Gotta eat that hot soup. Good soup.
Hot soup. Oh, maybe I pour it into the bowl from the start? Yes. Eat my soup. And get a gem. Fucking hell yeah. Put the gemmy in the gem and get a bunch of weird shit. Okay. I'm getting blood out with a cotton swab. Far be it from me. Yeah.
I am so excited to watch what you're looking at after we're done because I imagine it's insane. If it's anything like how these games are, I imagine you're seeing the craziest shit, and I'm literally looking at a computer. This is my normal job. I'm just doing my normal everyday job right now.
Okay, I've put the blood in the machine.
Okay.
And I got a new letter.
All right.
I got a coin. And then the new letter says, Rusty Lake, January 1926. My dear daughter Rose. When you read this letter, you have activated the device I have been working on. When used in the right way, it can help the person in 1984. It is your task to transfer bone, flesh, and blood to the future to initiate the resurrection process.
Cool.
Your loving
So
father,
cool.
Albert.
So cool. Yeah,
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Okay. So am I done with this? Is there any other code I need to enter?
I think that's done. Yeah.
Okay.
A coin. What am I supposed to do with a coin?
Let me press enter to confirm. Did the person in the past obtain blood?
Yes.
Okay. Press enter to complete. Please confirm that the person in the past obtained 3 substances into the year of the future. 1984.
Yes,
Right?
1984. Yep.
Enter. Oh, that's...
Yeah.
So a giant evil red tree appeared on my screen, and then a cassette popped out.
Okay.
And now I have a cassette tape that says insert cassette tape and communicate time. Open chessboard. Both of you complete game of chess. What?
Okay. Yep. I know what that is. So I have a chessboard, that's like battleship style. So one side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the bottom is A, B, C, D, E, F.
I must stress to you that this room is becoming more and more visible to me, or I'm just starting to notice stuff. There's like things in this room that are... I think I see at the end of the room the resurrection chamber, and I have a feeling I'm going to end up over there at some point.
Oh my god. Okay.
This should be fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I'm going to take the tape and put it in the... I'm going to open the tape thing, put the tape in, close the tape thing,
Yes.
and press play, and...
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's playing a sweet jam,
Okay.
and it says 1945 is the time.
Oh, okay. Let me change the clock. 19 is 7.
So I guess the beats were too hard because the glass that held the screwdriver fell off the
Oh my
table.
God,
And
I can
now
hear the
have a
music.
Screwdriver.
Everything's
You can hear the
rattling in
music?
here. The music's thumping in here. Everything's rattling.
Everything's rattling here too, but I got a screwdriver, so that's okay. Should I stop it?
Oh, I got the last key. Trying to make sure I can't like make something with this.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh my goodness! I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm doing this anyway.
Do it, whatever it is.
There's a panel on my side of my thing that can be unscrewed, and I'm gonna unscrew the shit out of this.
Okay.
I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. It didn't tell me to do this, but this is where... it's a chessboard. Okay. We now are playing chess, I guess. That's what it wanted me to do.
Yeah, so the last drawer of that dresser, I got a key for, and I now have a black chess piece and a white chess piece to use on the board.
I have the exact same.
Okay. Do you have anything that tells you like where these pieces should go?
I have nothing that tells me where they should go. I have one is at 1A and one is at 1F at the moment.
Okay, which one is which?
Black is 1A, white is 1F.
Oh, okay. So now, the white piece moved to 3F.
Okay. Black piece moved to 5A.
White piece moved to 3A.
Black piece moved to 2D.
White piece moved to 1C.
Black piece moved to 2B.
White piece moved to 6C.
Black piece moved to 6F.
Oh. White piece moved to 6A, and I got another coin.
I got another floppy disk.
I'm still not sure where these go.
Interesting. Interesting. Was there any... Did it move again at all?
Nope. Nope, a little compartment opened with a coin, and that was it.
Great. Both of you complete game of chess to obtain red floppy disk. That is what happened. What the shit? Ratzo, what are you doing? Where are you going, Ratzo?
Wait, just to make sure, just because now I'm second guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have the chessboard?
I do.
So, is the white piece at 6A?
It is.
Okay, and the black piece is at 6F?
It is.
Okay, great. Just don't want us to miss out on any stores.
There's a little tiny cute rat that keeps showing up, and he's like chirp chirp, and he keeps looking at parts of my machine, but I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me.
Aw.
I got one part left, that's for sure. All right. It says both of you complete chess game, and I get the red floppy disk, which I have.
Okay.
And I assume, do I press enter? No, I guess I just pop this one out. Get out of there, yellow floppy, and put in red floppy, and loading power surge program. Well, this will be fine. And this, okay, I just saw the Shadow Man, and now it's okay. Well, okay. The person in the past places coins on the eyes of the deceased. Warning, this may cause corruption of the soul.
Okay. So that's what I gotta do?
Yep.
1 coin, 2 coin. Okay, he's now the Shadow Man. Oh my god.
Let me try something really quick.
He's gooping out of the coffin.
All
He's
right, never
gooped
mind.
out of the coffin. He's crawling away. He's crawling away from the coffin. He's... He's, crawling up the smokestack. The fire has turned blue. He's behind the table now. There are... Oh my god.
The program causes a voltage spike. Channeling this energy correctly will create a new connection between the past and the future, a golden cube.
He said, "It is almost time," when I clicked on him. And now there are... you remember when you had the 6 switches?
Yes.
I have 6 new things to do with switches.
Interesting. Okay. Let me press enter really quick. Oh! Okay, so I pressed enter to see what was going on, and it says adjust smoke gas discharge, flip the 6 switches to the correct position, break visual contact. What?
Oh, maybe if you do that, I won't be able to see him anymore.
Maybe. All right, so I have the switches. What were the switches again?
Okay, the switches, top row is up, up, down.
Okay.
Bottom row is up, up, down.
All right, I have another fuse.
Okay.
Any other information for me?
Adjust
the gas discharge. Okay, I can do that real quick. What's the... It's the 3-row thing with the 5 marks.
Yes. But I'm worried that if you do that, I won't be able to see him anymore.
Well, that was the third thing. This is the first thing. So let's just go in order.
Sorry, okay, so we need to do the smokestack thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So top row is the very last dash.
Okay.
Second row is the second dash.
Okay.
Third row is the 4th dash.
Okay. Got another fuse. Great.
Okay.
And then the last thing is break visual contact. Is that this?
Yes, so there's a new pattern for the eyeball thing, the 12-section eyeball.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am good to go.
Okay. Bottom center is the stick with the ball on the end.
Got it.
Left center is the arrow.
Left center. Okay.
And
Oh
right...
shit! I am already in the past. Oh! Okay, well, hello. So discs. Okay, so how do I okay, so I saw you in the past with the mask on. And then behind you was our good shadow friend, and then I
Yep.
clicked the screen, and then he attacked the screen and broke my vision to the past, and now I have 3 things that I can put in here. So I'm gonna put them in here. And a back panel opened. Power surge handle unlocked. Pull to finish the program. All right, are you good? Are you ready?
I think so. He's just gooping around this room at this point, so.
People be gooping. I get it. Okay, here we go. This should be totally fun and not at all awful.
It'll be great.
And 21:10 is what the time says.
Okay. So 9:10. Okay, the lights are back on.
Did the person in the past set the time to 21:10?
Yes, and now there's electricity everywhere.
All right. Did the person in the past create the golden cube and place it in the cubicle device?
No. Oh my god. The shadow man is just holding his hands up with electricity coming into it. I'm so unnerved. No. Create the golden cube? How?
I don't know. It said, did the person in the past set the time to 21:10? Yes. Did the person in the past create the golden cube and place it in the cubicle device? That's all it's asking me, and I can't back out of this screen.
We have to use this energy from 1984, he said, to create a new connection to the future. Okay, you're sending this energy with with the thing that you did. Can I rotate these people? Oh, no. Does it not want me doing this? Create the golden cube. So there's a shattered vase that I'm messing with, but I don't think it doesn't seem to be like puzzle pieces. It doesn't seem to want to go together. Okay, so I don't think it's that. Rose, wear the mask. I am a father. I'm not sure what it is.
Let me do no. Did the person in the past set the? So I'm stuck on the screen.
Okay. Read it to me again.
It just says, did the person in the past create the golden cube and place it in the cubicle device?
Create the golden cube. Maybe I meant to put the pieces of... No, because I can't pick up the pieces of the vase. It's like maybe I'm supposed to melt them down, but... A golden... Oh! I just needed to click on him one more time. A golden cube. Okay, great. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. Uh-oh. Yep, the golden cube is in the device.
Okay. I'm going to select yes. Both of you press and hold the up arrow button for 10 seconds.
Okay, ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay.
I'm entering the matrix. It looks like the matrix. What the shit? Okay, chapter 2, the future is what it says.
Yeah, mine says the past chapter 2.
All right, it looks like I've now switched with you because I am, instead of being in a 3D world, I'm in old Rusty Lake world.
Oh my god, I'm in a 3D world. Oh, fuck. Is this what you've been seeing?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Welcome to my world.
Oh my god, right. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yes, and you can see the room in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how weird. How fucking trippy. Okay.
Holy shit. Okay, well, on my screen, I don't have... Was that fucking you?
Was what fucking
Did you do
me?
that? Did you press a button?
I toggled the thingy where the ear is. And it made a little rope go down.
Okay, so whatever you just did, on my screen, it's the normal Rusty Lake screen. You know, the one we're used to, right?
Yeah.
I cannot turn left or right. I can only look forward. And in front of me is the box still. But the top of the box just opened like a fucking transformer.
Oh.
And out of it is a floating, I'm going to assume cube, but it looks like a floating square. And in it is you in the past, it appears. And frankly,
golden cube?
I don't like it.
That's the golden cube.
It's pitch black in my screen. It's not golden at all.
Okay.
And then I have
so
two
if I
pieces
do,
of paper.
If I do that, does it open?
What? Nothing is opened. It's kind of just floating there at the moment.
Oh,
I don't want to
weird.
click on
Okay.
it yet.
I might not have
but
done anything then.
I have a two pieces of paper that say resurrection process. Connect with my past self. Execute extraction program. And there are like check marks next to these, right? So like check mark, execute power surge. Check mark, press and hold for 10 seconds, right? There's 3 at the bottom that are not checked yet. Power resurrection tank, transport bone, flesh, and blood to resurrection tank, complete resurrection process. And then it says communicate the following code to the past to use on the cubicle device.
Okay.
Z1 X23 Y.
X23Y. Okay. All right. Person in the future places black cube at C9.
All right, I guess I'm taking the black cube. Black cube is taken. Okay. Oh, and I can back away now. I'm going to really quickly, can I? All right, nope. All right, now I can back away. And I am in a animated version of the 3D room that I was looking at.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I need to put the cubicle where exactly?
It says places
cubic-
black cube in C9.
Black cube in C9. Okay, I see C9. Black cube in C9.
Okay. And then do you see the box with the 9 buttons?
I do.
Okay. The whole left row and the whole right row are lit up. Person in the future turns switch and communicates pointers red, white, black.
Okay, so on my screen, I just saw inside the cube, I saw all of the standard tropes of this franchise. I saw literally an entire multi-series worth of game lore flash before my eyes. Everything from like Rose to creepy Shadow Man to like weird we wear antlers, you know, that kind of stuff.
Totally. The whole 9, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a screen. One half of the screen is it appears to be a man waiting for resurrection, and the other half of the screen is a clock with a knob, and then underneath it switches that say bone, flesh, blood.
Okay. So, I have... It says person in the future turns switch and communicates pointers red, white, black. There's a lens. There's a lens with a red, white, and black notches that are on a circle, like around the lens. So I just need to know where they go.
It's like a clock, if you will.
Okay, yep.
Black is at 11 o'clock.
Oop. Oh, interesting. I have to... Okay, black is at 11.
Red is at 1.
Okay.
White is at 3.
Oh my god, I'm inside the lens. I don't like this. Oh, okay.
You get to see what I saw.
Okay, the Shadow Man is in goop, floating, waiting for resurrection, I assume. I see
him.
I see myself. I'm old. I'm over this shit.
Oh, am I old? You?
Yeah, we're the same person.
Yeah.
Okay. I've zoomed out, and I've gotten a music key. I turn. There's a slot for it. I put it in the slot. I turn it. A box opens. There's piano keys and a number. Do you see somewhere to do something with piano keys?
Piano keys and a number. Let me see. How many keys are there? Just like a whole piano's worth?
C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So
how is it displayed?
It's displayed like a mini piano.
Like a mini piano.
So there's 7 keys.
I am an old lady. I'm looking in the mirror right now. I have grown old, it says.
The number that's on the little plaque behind the piano keys says 78.3.
78.3. All right, so I have like a thing down at the bottom. Ooh, I don't know what that means. All right, that doesn't do anything. I have nothing there, nothing there. Maybe it's on the desk. Heat missing. Okay, that's not what I need. I found a scalpel. Son of a biscuit. All right, so I have 2 locked doors and a radio. What did the radio say? Or I'm sorry, what was the
Oh,
to what now?
78.3.
Okay, AGAB is what it says.
AGAB. Okay, next one is 114.3.
EDEC.
EDEC.
Yes.
It didn't do anything.
EDEC is what it says.
Yeah, that's what I did. It didn't do anything.
100. Oh, that's because that was the wrong one. I'm sorry. You said 114.
Yeah, 114.3.
CDEG. Sorry.
That's okay.
I went to 104.
Okay, ready? 103.7.
That is going to be this one. EDEC.
Yep. 89.1.
Ooh, that's the NPR station. Sorry. BAGA. Baga.
Baga. I got a key. The tooth key. I don't like that. Oh my god, I see the Shadow Man crawling around on the walls. Get a job.
Damn Shadow Man. Okay.
Okay. All right. I've locked up the tooth. And now, let's see. Interesting. How do I describe this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 rows of 3 boxes that I'm looking at.
6 rows, 3 boxes. I'm going to make the assumption this is it. Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so 1 box is lit up in each row, okay?
Okay.
Top row, it is the rightmost box.
On it.
Second row is the left box.
Got it.
Third row is the center box.
Got it.
Fourth row is the center box.
Got it.
Fifth row is the left box.
Oop, on it.
Sixth row is the right box.
Yo, you sent me a tooth.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. That's a giant ass tooth. This is a comically large tooth. Am I cutting it open with a scalpel? You cut open a tooth with a scalpel?
I don't know.
This tooth is so big. I guess not. Okay, well, I have a literal giant tooth.
Nice.
Okay, and I got some chalk as well.
Some chalk, okay. I'm not sure what to do next, so it might be up to you.
Okay. Can I? There's nothing on the computer anymore. We have to power the resurrection tank. God damn it. Okay, well, behind me, I looked in the mirror. Behind me is a person dressed as a pigeon.
Okay, yep. Sounds right.
And I'm going to kill them. Nope. I'm going to chalk them. Nope. Gonna turn around and. Okay. Well. A parrot is what it was. Now it's gone. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Okay, no. That didn't do anything. The tooth is now lit up on the box, and I was like, ooh, but it doesn't do anything.
All right.
The only thing that I can do is, you know, on the box where the ear is, I can make the rope get closer or further away from the ear. That's the only thing I can do right now.
Interesting. I have a Bunsen burner, and it says coffee missing. And I have a cup of water now, and then a weird potion thing.
Okay.
The tooth has given me absolutely. The tooth is huge, like comically large. Oh, I have a chalkboard. Gotcha. Okay, well, I have some stuff for you.
Okay, hit me.
Boy, oh boy. All right. I have on my chalkboard a series of images, everything ranging from an alien face to blood to meat to Shadow Man to everything here, and then the numbers letter combination of and that's probably the three, you know, the 1 2 3 XYZ.
Yep, I'm ready.
X3Z 1Y2.
Z1Y2. Okay. We're in business, baby. Ready?
Yes.
This is a letter, and there are keywords underlined. So I'm going to read the whole thing, and then I'm going to tell you which words are underlined, okay?
Okay, yeah.
When I lay in my coffin and my eyes become white, my soul will turn black. Use the cube to connect to the future. Bring me bone, flesh, and blood. So the words that are underlined are coffin, eyes.
Oh, hold on. Coffin.
Eyes.
Yep.
Soul.
Okay.
Cube.
Yep.
Future.
Future. Okay.
Bone.
Bone.
Flesh.
What is flesh? Maybe.
Are they images?
Yes, they're images.
Gotcha. And blood.
And blood.
That's the last one.
And then a hammer started moving, and I got a hammer. A hammer came out of it, and I'm thinking that hammer's going to crack open the tooth.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
What's in that tooth,
It did.
baby?
And the tooth shattered into a billion pieces.
Okay.
And I don't see anything in it.
Okay.
I just shattered a tooth, and the hammer is gone now.
Okay. Can you pick up bits of the tooth?
I very much just tried, and there's nothing to pick up as far as I can.
There's a butterfly flying around now.
Yeah, I don't. The tooth gives me nothing. Mirror, what do you have? Nothing. Huh. Oh! I thought this was okay, so there is like a vacuum here. I thought this had to do with the, like this was a tube. But this is an actual, like, suck it up vacuum cleaner. All right, the tooth has been sucked up and is going into the machine with the man.
Okay.
And it's on my end, the bone is done. And we have now used the tooth to create bones for a man. There is a skeleton in this thing now. And I'm pressing it again. And now I have new red, black, white coordinates for you.
Will you do me a huge favor really quick?
Of course.
The wall that has the furnace. Sorry, did you hear that?
Yes, the wall has furnace. I'm sorry. The little cute rat, you'll have to forgive me 1 second. The little cute rat is running around my screen, and I clicked him, and he took me to a key.
Oh.
And now he's sort of like chillaxing and running around, and I can't tell if this is leading me somewhere or if he's just hanging out with me now. It's a mouse? All right, it's a mouse. Okay. But I now... Oh, what the shit? Okay. Dukes.
Yeah.
So much just happened. So I have a key now, but more importantly, my cube is flashing the number 3 at me.
Okay.
What? What?
I just heard something happen in here.
My cube exploded. I did a countdown, and now my cube is gone, but I have dark powder.
Okay.
I have a dark powder and a key. All right, I'm sorry. What did you need me to do? I got so much.
That's
just
okay.
happened there.
No.
All right.
So there was a butterfly that was flying around and landing on different areas of the cube. So I kept clicking it, and then it eventually flew away and I think landed next to where the furnace is in the room you're in. I was just wondering if you could check and see if there's a butterfly there.
There's no butterfly there, but this mouse. I just got an achievement called No Way Out for clicking him a bunch of times. So I guess he's trapped in here with me, and we're just like mouse buddies.
We're just bros, yeah. That's sweet.
All right.
Okay, so what are we doing,
I'm gonna
champ?
really quickly try to use my key to open these lockers.
Yes, do it.
All right, so that key worked. I don't know if that was the right locker to open, but inside we have. Oh. Well, all right. I have some diagrams
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
And this is the 1926 cubicle device.
Okay.
And in it, it has hidden compartments.
Yes. I know exactly where they are, I think, because I've been clicking on them a bunch.
Yeah, so on side A, which should have 3 little, one thing on the, like one big hunkin' panel on the right and 2 smaller panels on the left. There are 2 on that side.
Sorry, say that again?
So it says side A. I'm not sure what that looks like on your side.
Sure.
But imagine if you like split it down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
On one side is a big rectangular contraption of some sort. I don't know what it's actually supposed to be. And then on the other side is 2
Yes.
smaller ones, and one looks like it has a key maybe.
Yeah.
But that side, there's 2 hidden compartments.
Yes, I see them.
All right, so have you unlocked those hidden compartments?
I don't know how to get them open. I can just see them.
All right, so you have, hidden compartment 1 is on the left side, right in the middle, and hidden compartment 2 is on the right top.
Yep, I see them. I've been clicking on them while you were doing other stuff, but I literally can't
Gotcha.
open them.
And then hidden compartment on side B, it's the side that has sort of cogs on it on the bottom part. That has hidden compartment 3 as well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna see if we can get you in there. I also have a what? What?
Everything okay?
Sure. Okay. Well, I just made coffee from the dust of a computer.
Okay.
I mean, that's a thing that happens, like usual.
Right.
And then I have a computer screen in a closet, and the computer only has up, down, left, right arrows, and that's it.
Okay. Can you click them?
Oh, press down when the person in the past found missing gears in the hidden compartments.
But I can't get the compartments open. I click and I click and I click.
Is there something you can do to hidden compartment, and then there's little cogs next to it?
So I'll tell you what happens when I click on them. So I can see them very clearly. When I click on, say, like the side A, if you will, with the 3
Right.
boxes, if I click on the one that's on the top of side A, it zooms me in so that I see it really closely, but I can't like see above or below or anything. I'm just dead on. And if I click on it, I try clicking on the edges, on the corners, nothing happens to it.
Okay. Then maybe we
It's-
don't do that yet.
Yeah, that might be, if there's something else we can try to do,
Sure.
I might not be able to do
I have a
that
thing
yet.
that says missing coffee, so I'm going to take the coffee and I'm going to put it here. All right, water missing. Water's there. Flesh missing. Oh, I need the flesh. Okay. Can you send me the flesh?
I can, so, I put the rope down as far as it can go, but I can't grab the ear. The ear's just sitting there.
All right. Well, maybe we have to do the things in order, the secret compartments in order, because
Okay.
each one has a number here.
Okay, so we've done the tooth, so the other two are the blood and the flesh.
Yeah. You also have the red, white, and black arrows. We have that shit back there. We don't necessarily need to do this right away.
Oh, I mean, I can still see the lens with the red, white, and black stuff.
Okay. Well, then let's go there for a minute.
So let's try that then, right?
Yeah. All right. So you have red, white, and black. I'm going to
Mhm.
start with, we'll start top and sort of work our way around. At 1 o'clock is white.
Okay. Got it.
At 4 o'clock is black.
Okay.
And at 6 o'clock is red.
Okay, I'm inside the lens again. I see the boy. He's got bones now. He's a happy
Yep.
boy with bones. And the compartment has opened anew. We have a nut driver. Fantastic. I go here. I open this shit, I think. Oh my god. There we go. Oh no, please don't make me do that to each one. Oh, it's going to. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm taking off a little vent that was on the side. And now I see places for cogs. So let's see if we can
Okay.
get these little bitches open now. Oh, yep. Okay. 1 compartment open. 2 compartment open. Fantastic. They were just gatekeeping.
And then the third compartment is on
Yep.
the side B.
Don't even worry about it. I got them all.
Nice.
Okay. I'm making the machine run. The dolly is here. It's not disconcerting. I'm sure it's fine. I knocked him over. I take the hook, and I think I'll be able to send you the ear now.
Nice.
I put the hook on that, and then, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I send you the flesh. Yummy,
All right. I think I need that piano thing again to open this.
You need the piano again?
Or whatever you were saying, the 6 lines in order to, where it's like right, left, middle.
Oh, yes. So a new thing has popped up that I think is similar, but
Okay.
I have 3 dots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and then oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe this. Like on a mixer when you're making the volume go up.
Yeah.
It's like that, like it pushes up or down.
Oh.
So I
Interesting.
can
Okay.
push each of these 3 pegs like down or up.
Okay. Tell me about where you're pushing. Am I telling you where to push?
I think you tell me where to put them if you see something that matches up with that, with like 3 vertical sliders and 5 notches. or 5 like lines to line them up with. So each slider can only
so
be
I
on
think
one
this is
line.
where I use the computer. Press down when the person in the past has found the missing gears in the compartments. You did that, yes?
Done. Yep.
Oh, Lord. All right. So we have, on my screen right now, I have 3 symbols.
Mm-hmm.
One is sort of an upside down hook,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a J. One, maybe let's pretend is an ear. And the other is what appears to be, if you, again, like you mentioned, if you're doing sound like design, it has little notches.
Okay.
And there are 3 rows or 3 columns.
Yep.
And the first one is all the way down to the bottom. This is going
Okay. Left to right. Okay.
First one all the way down at the bottom.
Yep.
Second one is in the second position from the
Okay.
top.
Yep.
And the third one is in the second position from the top.
Okay, a thing opened that has arrows, like for a combination.
Great. I have 4 arrows.
Right, left,
Okay. Yep.
left,
Yep.
up,
Yep.
right, down.
All right. We got some sort of you did it right combination.
Okay.
And then I now have another 6-digit XYZ123 code for you.
Fantastic. What is it?
It is Y3X1Z2 or Z.
Okie dokie, new message. It looks like a maze.
Okay, talk to me. I have that hook J, and I have a grid, and my starting position is at the very, very top, one from the left is where I'm starting.
Okay. I think I assume so. There's 3 numbers and they are on the grid, but like there are walls along the grid like a maze. So I assume I'm supposed to take you to each letter, or each number. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and I have 3 boxes that probably are those numbers that will be filled as I hit them.
Okay.
So I probably need to hit all 3. Yeah.
Okay. So you are 1 over from the top left, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Down.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Down. 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 Down.
Mm-hmm.
Left.
Okay.
Up. Up.
All right.
Left. Left.
Done.
Down. Down.
Done.
Left.
Okay.
Up. Up.
I got 1.
Great. So I'm going to take you to 2 now. Ready?
Okay.
Down. Down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Up. Up.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Down. Down. Down.
Yep.
Right. Right. Right.
Got it.
Okay. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Left. Left. Left.
Okay.
Up.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Up. 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 Up.
All right.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Down. 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 Down.
Okay.
Left.
Done.
Up. Up. Up.
Got it.
Hell yeah.
What?
Tedious who?
What? Okay, so I'm seeing a screen that is my room where I see the mirror and the faucet of one side of my room, and then literally some sort of thing came down from the ceiling, and I guess that's supposed to be behind me now. So this should be fun. Yep, a giant ass ear was lowered by a crane. Yeah, this is fine. And I ripped a piece of flesh off with my scalpel.
Okay.
And now I'm going to take the flesh to here. Step 1. Okay. I need you to guide me through this process. That means you have to go back to the XYZ123 thing.
Okie dokie.
All right. So, step 1, 3x2z1y.
Got it.
Okay.
New message. Add liquids in the following order:
Okay.
acid, water,
Done. Yep.
coffee.
Just like every good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then,
Oh, wait. Acid, water, coffee didn't do it?
yeah, there's 3 more.
Oh, okay.
Hot acid, hot water, hot
Hot
coffee.
coffee?
Yep. Oh,
All
okay.
right,
No,
I
no,
did
no, no,
that.
no. I'm understanding now. This was a
Okay.
key. Okay. Ready? I'm giving you the real thing now. It gave me a key at the bottom. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, acid, water, hot coffee.
Got it. Step 2. All right. 1y3 x2z.
Okay. Step 2. Is the flesh triangular, rectangular, or oval?
Rectangular.
Okay. It is. Oh my god, I needed to have memorized the key. This is fucked up. It's water, coffee, hot water.
All right. Step 3. 2z1 x3y.
Got it. Is there hair, pimples, or is it smooth?
Pimples.
Hot acid.
Unsettling, awful pimples.
Okay.
In case people can't see. There you go. That's what it looks like.
Okay. Hot acid, water, hot acid.
Hot acid, then dilute, and then hot acid. All right. Well, this is awful. Just to show people what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at now. Okay. Step 4, 1y2 x3z.
Okay. Eyes, mouth, or ear.
That is a mouth.
Acid, water, water.
Acid, water, water. Great, completed. It's jiggling, and it's moving off the table, and it's growing, and now it's moving to the other room, and now it's gonna get sucked up. Okay, it's going in a tube. It just crawled in a tube. That shit
Oh
is...
no, oh no, I see it. I see it crawling up the wall. Ooh, bro.
Good news is, this man has flesh now.
I guess that's good news.
Naked as shit, but he has flesh. Okay. Let's do this thing. I am turning the clock again,
Okay.
and I have new red, black, white codes for you.
Great, I'm ready.
All right. White is at midnight.
Okay.
Red is at 10 p.m.
Okay.
And black is at 7 p.m. Or 7. I
I'm
guess
zooming
it's
in.
uh-oh.
Give him his fleshy bits. Do it.
What's the
Slurp,
shit?
slurp, 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 slurp. All right.
Hey,
He's
remember when you said there was a butterfly flying around?
Yep.
The butterfly just appeared in an event. The rat led me to the, or mouse led me to the butterfly in an event. The butterfly is now in the room with me.
Do you want to hear something fun?
Yeah.
So, while you were doing stuff, the butterfly kept like showing up occasionally, and I clicked on it long enough that it went in one of the cog compartments, and I closed it, and we got an achievement for closing it up into the box. So I guess I
Amazing.
sent it to the past somehow.
You definitely sent it to me. The butterfly just murdered the mouse. I mean,
Okay.
he like murdered the mouse.
Oh,
But the good news is the mouse had a key inside his body, so that's that's pretty good.
that's great.
Yeah, and
so,
now I can open this other. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So what I did is the code that you gave me for the lens gave me a little wheel. I used the wheel to put a tube into the blood. The blood was sucked up into the cube, And now there's a thing for me to turn on, so I will turn that on. It's slowly opening, and now, interesting. I have a little, wow, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so on the right is a tube filled with the blood. There are 8 symbols on the bottom, which I assume are what you saw when we were doing the pictures at the very start. So it's like bird, butterfly, antlers, human, house, eyeball,
Yes. Yeah,
heart. There's a switch. There's what looks kind of like the machines that do receipts at a cash register. So there's like blank paper there. And then there's a thermometer. And a light.
Oh boy. Okay. So I opened the last locker. It's I think it's the last thing in this entire damn place that I can mess with. And in it is a certain someone's brown suit, jacket, and pants.
Yep. Okay.
And then a wheel that I just got, a valve, and then a box labeled A. Vanderboom.
Okay.
It's locked. I can't click on the. Maybe I can keep clicking on the vest. Yeah, so the wardrobe isn't doing anything for me, but I have a valve now, and I think, in theory, I know where to put it, which is here. And I turn this enough that now I have a whole new thing opened, and on it is a series of and various things. So, to describe it for you, I have a light bulb up above, a switch that says on-off, a little valve of some sort, and a pressure indicator, I guess that's what that's supposed to be. And then I have a pipe next to me that probably is going to fill with stuff, and then underneath is a little tiny screen and a series of the infamous Rusty Lake symbols, right? So we have
fantastic. Yeah, so we basically have the same thing, but just slightly different.
Now, did you just do something?
Nope.
Interesting. I think I just saw something happen, but maybe I'm just losing my mind. All right. Anyway, let's do this thing.
Okay. So, are all of your symbols the same? Like
No,
none of them are. I mean, like none of them are lit up.
Oh yes, none of them are lit up.
Okay, I'm going to I have a little switch. You said yours says on and off.
I can switch mine on, which I just did.
I'm going to try switching mine on. Okay, mine is on.
Oh, there's a timer?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. We should switch on at the same time.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So when I switched mine on, do you remember how I was saying there was like what looked like a receipt thing?
Yeah.
So that rotated and had an image on it. So I'm assuming we probably need to, like, as fast as possible to communicate to one another what symbols we're looking at and then click them, maybe?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Just give me the 3, 2, 1, and we'll turn on at the same time.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. An S.
Got it.
That's it. Do you see something?
I see a butterfly symbol.
Okay, I clicked it.
Okay.
Okay, and then I pushed the valve down. Okay, an upside down cross.
Got it.
What do you see?
An eyeball.
Okay, and push the valve down. Okay. A square with a T in it.
Got it. All right. It is a deer man.
Okay.
With antlers.
Push it down. A square with a line through the middle, cutting it in half.
Gotcha. I see a human being, like just a gingerbread man looking.
Yep, got it. Valve down. A line with a small circle above the right side of it.
Got it. A raven, a crow.
Got it. Valve down. A T.
All right. Got it. A heart.
Got it. Valve down. A circle with a plus in it.
All right. A tree.
Got it. Valve. A line, a vertical line this time with a circle at the bottom.
A house.
Got it. Sent you all the blood.
You definitely did. Blood is leaking from the ceiling now? Question mark.
Great.
But I have a big vial of blood. I pressed it, and now it is sending the blood over to our man.
Fantastic. I'm proud of him.
And I think, in theory, that is all there is to do in this. Can I do anything else? Just to be sure.
Oof.
All right, well, here we go. I've brought a man back. That is for sure. Okay, I'm gonna press this button, and now the clock has turned again. White, red, and black. I
Okay.
have new things for you.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm going to it. Hit me.
Black is at 9.
Okay.
Red is at 3, and white is at 5.
All right. Give this man his blood. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
Oh, he.
And now my cube is blinking again. I'm gonna
Okay.
real quick once over. I have chalk. I have matches still. Is there anything else
I have
to
a hex
mess with
key.
here?
I have a thing to open. So let me open this. I have a new code for the box with 9 little thingies on it.
Nice. That's what we need. Okay. Hit me.
Okay, top row is nothing. Middle row, the left one is clicked. Bottom row.
Hold on. That I may have to. Okay. Top row is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Left one is clicked.
On
Okay.
center row, left one is clicked. Bottom row, center, and right are clicked.
So what is the middle one again?
Oh, weird. Wait a second. Okay, so there's... Oh, I see him crawling around again. Homie...
The cube is glowing right now, so something's happening for sure.
So, okay, so I see a little telescope popped out of the cube, and on the side, it shows like keys for the 9 buttons.
Okay.
But I can rotate that thing, and it shows me different areas of the house. So the first one is the chessboard. The second one is the candelabra. The third one is the vase on the ground. And the fourth one is the clock.
Interesting. Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what... I mean, right now I have... Everything in this room appears to be done.
Maybe it has to do with which one is true. Which candles are lit on the candelabra?
I have no candelabra.
There is no candelabra.
No.
Next to the
Not here, at
coffin?
least. I have no... I am in my room in the future. I have none of that.
Oh.
I have... The only things available left to mess with on my screen are... the Vanderboom box that's locked, the suit, and the man in the goo, and next to him is a cube that is powered up right now. It's glowing, and then the 9 keypad, which I think you were telling me about, but I don't know. Like, maybe I did that wrong. Nothing happened.
Okay. One sec. Hi, Joe. Thank you very much for the raid. From one king to another, I appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Okay, so originally I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, because the clock shows a specific time, the candelabra shows a specific number of candles lit, the chessboard shows the pieces in specific places. So I was like,
all right,
oh,
so-
maybe I need to figure out which one is true, but...
All good. I may have to click this cube. I'm just concerned because you said there was a keypad with, it was like top row, middle row, bottom row, and I just want to make sure I put that correct because I'm concerned that if I click the cube, it's gonna do that normal thing where it like moves us on, and I'm wondering if there's like a hidden bit. You know how that shit is.
This is what
There's,
this
like,
is
a
what I'm
little
saying though.
hidden-
There are 4 codes for the 9 button thing.
Give me. Let's see them. Just rattle them off to me.
Okay, for the clock, it's top row, center left, middle row, nothing, bottom row, center.
All right, so center left. I mean, this one's there's only 9 buttons, so this can't be right. There's only center.
That's 9 buttons.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Top row,
Let's start
top row
over.
is what again?
Top row is left and center.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Middle row, nothing.
Okay.
Bottom row, center.
All right. So my assumption is I need to click the cube to see an image. I'll see an image, and then you tell me what it's.
That
supposed
makes
to be.
sense to me. Okay, let's
All
try
right,
that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I see a candle.
Okay.
It's just one lone candle, and a creepy man just walked by. So here we are.
Fantastic. Okay, so the candelabra one is ready?
Yeah.
Top row, center.
Okay.
Middle row, right.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom row, center.
All right. A black chess piece just overtook a white chess piece.
Fantastic. So we move on to the chessboard. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Top row, nothing.
Okay.
Center row, left.
Okay.
Bottom row, center, and right.
All right. Now I'm looking at a clock spinning wildly.
Top row, center, and left.
Okay.
Middle row, nothing.
Okay.
Bottom row, center.
All right. And now I have a rose.
Top row, left and center.
Okay.
Middle row, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom row, left and right.
All right. My man is losing his mind in this tube. He's going loopy. He's freaking out.
Fantastic.
Electricity surging through the water.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Yep, there he is. He's crawling around. He's being a goopy boy.
This man popped out of this vat like the fucking Terminator. He is naked on the ground.
Okay.
A realistic eye is watching me.
Fantastic.
Okay. A red light is going off. And my man is on the ground, and now he is crawling. Yep, okay. Well, there he goes. And he's back in his suit.
Okay. He crawled into his suit. Well done. He's just been reborn. I'm proud of him.
He said, "It's you, my daughter. It seems much time has passed. You have brought me back to life, but we are not finished yet. Thanks for continuing to have a creepy voice. We are all trapped in the cubes we have created. We have to find a way out. Look into my pocket, and I will. Hold on. Look into my pocket. Okay. I have one more XYZ123 code for you.
Fantastic. I'm ready.
3XY21Z.
It says it is another letter with words underlined. So I'll read
Okay.
I'll read the full letter and then tell you which ones are underlined. When I open my eyes in the future, I will wear a mask and I will show you the gems. Only then we can escape the cube we are trapped in.
All right, talk to me.
Keywords: eyes,
Yep.
future,
Yep.
mask,
Got it.
gems,
Got thems.
cube.
And a key.
Fantastic.
I'm going to assume that gets me into his chest. And inside... well. Just some fun little trinkets of the past. I have one half mask, one full mask, and one dead deer mask. Sort of like a... Great. You know, from the island when they all would dress. You know, in the old days when they'd all dress up like crazy people.
Oh shit, a bunch of stuff's happening here. Okay. So, do you remember when I said that the butterfly flew into a compartment and I trapped it in the cube?
Yeah.
So, a new compartment opened and the butterfly came back out of the cube and then fused with part of the cube that had a butterfly symbol. And now 3 compartments have opened, one representing blood, flesh, and bone. And each of them there are 3 white figurines. Each one has a slot for a gem.
Okay.
Like in its chest.
I'm gonna talk to this man and see if he says.
Yeah, talk to this man.
He says, "Give me a mask." I have 3 masks. I'm not sure which one to give him.
You have 3 masks?
Maybe I give him just any of them and we see what happens?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to give him this mask. That's awful. Okay. So I gave him the deer mask.
Okay.
And now on the chalkboard I have, remember we were talking about the sound design thing before?
Yes.
I have 3 of those, and I can give them in order from left to right to you if you would like.
So things for the piano? Or?
No, these are sort of like the sound design, like you're raising the volume on shit. Or like increasing the gain.
Okay. Yes. All right. What is it?
All right. Left to right.
Mm-hmm.
Furthest bottom.
Yep.
Middle is 1 up, and then right is all the way up.
A gem.
There we go. That's
the red
1.
gem. Okay, and that one, that's... Did you specifically get that from him having that mask on?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, it
so
was
I will
the
put
deer mask, and there was blood everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that gem in the deer mask.
Okay.
Ew, it made a squishy noise. That's fine. Okay, next.
All right, I'm gonna do the half mask.
Okay.
This one's playing an old time ditty, an old.
Ew, he's back there looking at me.
Okay. So I have, this is the piano one.
Okay.
F, G, D, C.
F, G, D, C. A new gem. That's the half mask?
Yep. The best part
Okay.
about this is the music. Everything in this room is swaying.
He's closer.
Like
He's getting
one of the-
closer each time I put in a gem. Yummy. Okay.
Okay.
One left.
Now
Let's
moving
go.
on, the last mask. This is the full face mask.
Yes.
And everything became the same kind of foggy it usually is in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And with the fog comes a clock puzzle.
Okay.
All right, a new time for you. This is
Yes.
white at 11 o'clock.
White at 11.
Red at 5. Black at 2.
Okay, I see old Rose with Arthur behind her wearing the white mask, the snow mask.
Great. Should I pull the mask off?
Yep, okay. Something shattered. I now have a needle. That's
But not
fine.
a gem?
No, but the little doll is still here, so I think I need to use it on the doll.
Gotcha.
And I got the last gem.
Should be fine, right? This should
It's gonna be
okay.
fine. Everything's totally
Yeah.
fine.
Just hanging out in the future with my resurrected father.
Yep. Okay, all 3 gems are in.
Right, I'm gonna talk to
The
him.
cube is whirring the fuck up. The gold cube has shown up. He is grabbing the gold cube.
Great. Lovely. I am going to attempt to. Oh no, I don't know what to do right now.
Okay. No, he said the future is the past and the past is the future. I will give you the code. Ready? It's another.
Okay.
It's the 9 buttons again. Ready?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Top row, left and right.
Okay.
Middle row, all 3.
Okay.
That's it.
Was a very loud noise. Anything else in this room before I grab this thing?
There is a way out, he says. To the lake where we belong.
Yeah, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that, old timer?
Give me the black cube in the future, he says.
This is some baby back bullshit. This is how we die. No, this thing always said C9, right?
C9, yeah. Like where you put the black cube originally?
Oh boy. Give me the cube. Okay, here we go. He says the past and the future and the past.
Mm-hmm.
A cube inside a cube. There is a way out.
Yep, that's what he just said to me too.
To the lake where we both belong, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This is lovely. This is great.
Yep.
If the 3 gems are found and the golden cube is revealed in the past, look closely into the cube I hold. So if you have all that done, I guess, in theory, I'm looking closely.
Yeah, I'm just
Alright,
staring at the cube, so. You can't do anything else.
All right, both of you press and hold the middle of the cube for 10 seconds at the same time.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click. We're zooming. I see Arthur holding the black cube. I see the Shadow Man holding the gold cube.
And now, yep.
On and on
we're
forever,
going in,
infinity.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's like when you make a portal and you keep falling through the same portal over and over and over again. Just gets faster and faster.
Oh. Back
Now I'm
to
on the title
lake.
screen.
You have reached the end. Has the other person also reached the end?
Yes.
Yes. The
Can I
loop
click
is
butterfly?
broken and the gap is closed.
All right, next. Time
Time,
doesn't exist
yeah.
in the lake.
the future and the past blend together. You and the other person are the same. You both belong to the lake now. Where your soul will blossom.
You about to high five each other?
Yeah, we
Oh,
high-fived
nope,
and we
just
turned into a
became
tree.
We just became a tree. What a beautiful
It's a pretty
flowers.
tree,
That's
though.
Nice. Yeah, that's
We're a very
nice.
beautiful tree. We belong to the
Beautiful tree.
lake.
Come on, butterfly. I'm gonna get you. Alright, so the butterfly went into the tree.
Oh my god.
I must know. All
But
right,
we
I'm gonna
play.
hold.
It's. Okay, sorry. Yes.
We only played one thing. We
only played
butterfly,
one
right?
mode. Yeah, it said there's another mode.
I have so many questions.
Do you want to
What's
try
the
to
other
do the
mode?
other mode?
I mean, we can. What is the other? I'm trying to wait to see what happens at the
Oh,
end.
the devs are in chat right now. Thank you so much for playing. It was so fun to watch for us. You're an amazing team. Stop it, thanks.
Revisit the cubes by choosing a pass next time. Be sure to choose B mode for new solutions to all the puzzles. Right. Let me click achievements really quick.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. I missed 3 achievements.
I can't believe this.
I missed 3 future achievements. Here's the thing. There are several past achievements as well. And there's, what does that say? Check.
I missed 4 past achievements. Rip.
What just happened? Oh, it booted me. I think maybe if you left, it booted me to the.
I'm just looking at. I'm looking at achievements, just like you.
Wait, how did I get on the title screen then? This game was like, no. Interesting. So, I mean, because we know what these games are. If you get all the achievements, you get like some weird, totally insane extra scene.
Something weird for
will
sure,
just
yeah.
blow your mind, and you'll be like, "What did I just watch?" And it'll be like a man dressed as a bird on an elevator, and it'll be like, "You've returned to the lake," and we'll be like, "What does that mean?" And then 6 months from now, some guy will send me to a YouTube video where a guy is like, "I figured it all out." Like, I know how this goes. Yeah, if you want, we can try the we can try to get crazy with this other stuff.
You know what's wild? I remember the co-optional podcast where we were looking at new releases for the week, and we both looked at Rusty Lake Hotel and were like, fuck, we have to play this game.
Yeah.
And it has sent us on such a journey.
The fact that there's so many of these games, and the fact that we sit here and we're like, oh yeah, Rose. You know, in that one scene,
Rose,
we're like,
obviously.
okay, so what? And then when you were on the island and everyone was dressed up in their weird animal costumes, and like you went underneath the whole thing, I'm just like, yeah, I know the lore.
Yeah, like, you know,
Crazy.
the past within, it feels like it's most closely connected with Rusty Lake Roots. If you've played Rusty Lake Roots, you can probably follow the more important aspects of this game, right?
Yeah, the question is, what does it mean for like the overarching story? There's clearly something. Yeah, hey, thank you. No, my absolute pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with us and watching us play. That means the world to us. We love you.
I mean, I guess like we've known for a while, right, that Arthur is the same as the Shadow Man.
I think so. I mean, because there's. I'm trying to remember the order of. The problem that I have is remembering the order of operations, because the games were not released in order of
like story order. Yes, that's true.
Right. So we keep getting like little things added to the story, and it's like, oh, okay, that's this, and that works with this, and you know.
Right.
So I am curious what happens if we do the other side.
Yeah. I'm wondering if this is meant to explain how the Shadow Man came to be, or if this explains how Rose sort of freed him from being the Shadow Man.
Well, the best part is this comment, Robo Badger, is now Arthur is back and Rose is a tree. I mean, that's on face value. That's what that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
On
you know
face
what?
value,
Fair.
in the 80s,
That's
Arthur
what
has
actually
returned.
happened in this game.
But here's the question: what was the one with the detective? What year did that take? God,
Rusty
I'll have to look that up.
Lake. Oh God.
The one where you play, and it's like it seems like it's in the future.
Wait. Rusty Lake. Paradox, right? Or no, Paradox was the film.
Rusty Lake. There's gotta be. Yeah, who was the 19? So there's White Door.
Yeah, Cube Escape
White
Paradox was the one, was the detective one, I believe.
Sure. White Door was in the 70s. So, in Cube Escape Seasons, in the winter version of that, a woman, now a corrupted soul, constructs a machine to travel backwards in time to prevent her death using the power of the blue cube. In White Door, that's 1995.
White Door is 1995?
I mean, that portion. It says 1995, right. April 18th, and then, but it talks about 1972, right? Because 70s is when that took place in.
Right.
And then there's a time period from 2000, and then there's a time period from 2020, which is Kristen Horn or Horn, daughter Horn's creates an Instagram account in order to commemorate his death the upcoming Wednesday. She starts posting photos related to him, her related childhood memories. All the black cubes lost in 1972 are located January 21st, 2020. And then interesting. So what is the 1984 isn't on the official, like, I guess not official, but like the wiki yet of the timeline.
Okay.
1984 isn't there yet.
Interesting.
So I guess this is something to add to it, right? Like, all right, this is another part of the time period. But the question then becomes, there's just so much. Cube Escape Harvey's Box, I remember playing that. That was the parrot, which probably relates to the parrot that was in the background of me in the photo of, or in the mirror in this one. Probably.
I don't think I played that one. Harvey's Box?
There's, if you haven't yet, go get
it might be one of the
Cube
ones that I
Escape,
played
like,
on mobile.
Yeah, so on Steam right now, there's a Cube Escape that's like all of them, right?
Right.
And it's all the little short Cube Escape games that were on mobile.
I played a lot of the short ones on my phone, I think, because they're all on mobile.
Yeah, I played all of them like back to back to back when I had them. Cube Escape Seasons begins. The woman, Laura, receives a phone call from Mr. Crow and begins to have visions of the corrupted soul who was out to kill her. Harvey, her pet parrot, lays an egg, which is boiled and hatches into a black cube. You know, as it does.
Yes, I played this one. I remember this.
Yeah, so Harvey is the parrot who 100% Harvey is a parrot who has gray and green feathers. That's 100% the parrot that appeared behind me in this game in the mirror. When I looked in the mirror 1 second, there was a parrot behind me. I don't know if I needed to click it or if it was it was something, but it was definitely there. It was definitely there.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Yeah, so it looks like, according to this, what the ding dong diddly dicks. Ooh, I lied. I'm a liar, and I'm a big fat liar. Okay. Cube Escape Birthday. There was a secret code given at the end of Rusty Lake Hotel if the player gives Mr. Owl a cigar. When the date 1984 is entered into the snow globe in Cube Escape Birthday, it shows Harvey, the anthropomorphic male form, standing with Mr. Owl shortly after the end of Rusty Lake Hotel. The corrupted souls break free from their holding tanks and attack him. A beam of light shoots down from the sky to the hotel, and Harvey flies away in bird form.
Yes.
So there is 1984 is a thing, and Harvey is around in 1984. These sons of bitches. I'm gonna have to. There's gonna be a whole thing where I'm like, what? In Cube Escape, what the shit? It is possible that what the shit? Trivia. God bless people who have the time to do this stuff. Trivia about Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey's box can be seen in the cabin at the end of Cube Escape Case 23. It is possible that Harvey is immortal, as she lives in bird form for at least 87 years. As shown in Cube Escape Birthday's secret scene, she becomes a bird in 1984 and is still alive in 1981 at the end of Seasons. And we just saw Harvey anthropomorphized in this one as well.
Damn.
Shit. Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
I love these games. They're so fucking, like, unabashedly weird.
Agreed.
It's great.
Totally agreed. Do you want to try the next one? Do you have time?
It's 11:30. That took us 2 hours, I think.
2 hours-ish. Yeah. I mean, we know more stuff now.
True.
It is entirely up to you.
Oh my god. No, I probably shouldn't. Because it's late.
Okay. All right. Okay. What is the developer's end game with this? To create a like fantastical world with which we play their games in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to express this to you, but you know, like every time someone makes a video where they mention like all the weird shit in Marvel movies, and everyone gets like all like, oh, then they showed this. Imagine this, which is like it's that, but 1,000 times better, in that it is like we're being drip fed a story over a course of many, many, many games, and each one of them is a little bit different but the same, and each one of them tells a different part of the story over a timeline, and as you like piece it together, it forms a totally insane but awesome story, and it's so much fun to just experience it and get caught up in it, because it's like you're unraveling a mystery. It's fun.
Yeah, honestly, I don't need like I don't need them to have an end game.
This could go for 20 more years and I'd be just fine.
Honestly, like there doesn't need to be an end for me.
Yeah.
It could just be like each game drip feeds you something else that's just weird. And I go, all right, thank you.
I mean, that's
Thank you for the meal.
The reason for playing, right? We played Rusty Lake Hotel, and it was like, what the shit is this game? And it ended, and there was like, oh, well, if you want to get the secret ending, do this thing. So I was like, all right. I went back and I did it, and I got a secret ending that was even more bizarre, and I was like, I have no idea what I just saw. And then I was like, oh, I got to check out these other games. So I went and looked at the past games, and then more games kept coming out, and each game was like a weird thing. And it wasn't until much later that I was like, holy shit, are these all connected?
They're all connected. Yeah. Yeah. I remember us talking about that. I don't remember which one it was that came out that made us go, hold on a fucking minute.
Yeah. At a certain point, you're just like, wait, what? And so I'm all about that.
Yeah.
My curiosity is on the title screen. I don't know if this is intentional, but I see the butterfly, and then every once in a while I hear like a buzz, like oh,
Yes.
Hey, the bee just flew by.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the bee, we have the butterfly. I have so many questions. So many questions.
It also lets you click around on the background, and I keep thinking, like, is there something that if I wait long enough, I'll be able to click on?
I mean, in the past, like, so for example, in one of the games, for sure, there was a tree segment that as you walk through a forest, you would click on the branches, right? So that's, you know, this is a throwback to that. But also, in previous Rusty Lake games on the title screen, if you clicked like a certain image, like the dude in the boat on the load screen thing, like stuff would happen, for sure. This is that franchise. It'd be like that. So long as it doesn't go Kingdom Hearts lore crazy. Well, when Aqua shows up and tells us about Xemnas, Ansem, and Roxas or some shit, then I'm out. Then I'm leaving. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm all right.
Just
Yeah,
like
Mickey's
you
like,
two, you each have a bee and a butterfly. Am I the bee to Jesse's butterfly?
Well, yeah, obviously. Come on.
That's sweet.
Clearly. Yeah. I mean, clearly that's
I
what we
think.
want. You're the bee to my butterfly. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thank you for playing with me. We definitely need to find time to
course.
play the bee version of this.
I would love that.
Also, you know what? It's like I think that's a win for the devs as well, because now if people want to know the bee, they either have to wait for us, or
just play it.
Go get the game yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go buy it yourself. Go, grab an online friend, grab a friend in the same room as you, I guess, but they said like don't share your screens. But still,
Right.
hang out, have some fun. This honestly, I guarantee my mom would have loved playing this with me. This is like a Susan Cox game. It's written all. She would have been like, I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is, but I like puzzles.
Have we talked about how weird it is that our moms have the same name?
I just think it's destiny. 'Twas fate that brought us here.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So if there's ever a moment where you and I are battling to the death, and
Like
I
in Batman
mention-
vs Superman.
yes, and you'll be like, how did you know that name?
How do you know that name?
Right? And then we'll instead of killing each other, we will join forces. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yes.
shit. Yeah, that's exactly what'll happen. Who's our
Exactly.
Wonder Woman?
Who's our one? I mean, Sam, obviously.
Okay. And then Sam shows up and does a really cool thing, and then we go, okay, that's enough, and we push him off to the side and finish the movie.
Yeah. We're like, well, all right, you'll have your own damn movie. Shut up. And we're
Yeah.
like, get rid of him.
Just wait,
And
would
then-
you? God.
Yeah, and let's be like, just get out of here. And yeah, and I'm trying to think all of the rest of our superhero friends. Obviously the Flash is Krendor.
I was
Obviously.
just about to say that. Yeah, because that is
Obviously,
the funniest
that's
option.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. And
You fine cat
man,
loving,
who
coffee
is
drinking burrito
Aquaman?
babe.
I don't know that I know an Aquaman.
We already used Sam. Sam's
Yeah.
got the hair for it, but
Here's the thing: Sam wants to be Aquaman, which is why he's Wonder Woman. Everyone in chat says Octo is Aquaman. I mean, that checks out. It's
that
in the
does
name.
check out.
That's
That
pretty
works.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
And he's on his way to pulling a Sam. His hair's growing out. He's got the beard going.
It's true.
He could be. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. That's like we got a whole Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah. Krendor showing up like I got here as fast as I could.
Fine cat loving, coffee drinking burrito.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. And now we just need to we need a cool jet or some way to get around. Still late. Look, I know it's late. All right. Anyway,
The
you for playing with
Justice
me.
League, someone said. That's
the
good.
Justice League.
That's very good.
That is good.
That's
I
a very
don't-
good
that's-
goof.
I don't like it. It's so good. I should have thought it up. All right.
Does that mean you're Superman? Because
I
the
don't know.
Justice League is like Superman's baby, right? Even though Batman
Here's the
is
question:
a control
Out of-
freak and winds up running a lot of it.
Out of the two of us, which is the more wholesome, and which is the one who is secretly gathering all the information on all of his friends, so if he needs to kill them, he can?
Here's the secret.
Yeah,
We're both wholesome.
true.
We're
But
both
which
too
one of
wholesome
us-
for that.
But are you saying that you are the Batman, where you gather information on how to kill
No,
me?
I'm saying we're both Superman. So we fucked up somewhere.
Both Superman? Oh no! Oh no! I guess you're right. I don't think either of us qualify as billionaire playboy philanthropist.
Billionaire playboy philanthropist that every time they meet someone thinks, I need to make sure I know how to kill you one day.
Yeah.
Neither
I
of
did
us
my
are that.
investigation, and I know your weaknesses. Yeah, I don't. Jesse is clearly Robin. Oh no, Jesse is Superman. Dodger is Bizarro.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're making progress here. We don't
Well,
need
yeah, that checks
Batman.
out. That
Fuck that
checks out.
guy. But we do need Batman for the Susan goof. So I'll dress up as
Yeah.
Batman just for that.
You could be Batman. Yeah. You could be Batman. I'll be Superman. And
Oh,
yeah.
somebody said TB was Batman.
Oh, how do you know that name? But it doesn't work in this scenario.
It
'cause
doesn't.
We have
With the
it's the mom
Susans.
name thing.
I know.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
the nugget that created this conversation is ruined. Yeah.
Yeah, that's we got to do. We have to stick with the goof. That's the
Yeah.
whole point. Who is Freakazoid? I hope no one's Freakazoid.
Okay, look. Just for now. We can
Yes.
swippy swap someday if you want. But just for now, I'll be Batman because I was there when you revealed a kink. So
That's true.
I
You
know one
do
of your
know my
weaknesses.
secrets. Yes. You basically know that if you could convince a redhead to tell me I'm doing good, I am
yeah.
done.
All I need to
I'm
do is find a poison ivy out there somewhere and be like, just tell him he's a good boy. And then and then
Do that, I'm dead. That's it for me. I'm done. You'll try to find me and I'll be like, I kissed her once and now I'm a zombie. Thanks.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Find that poison ivy. Yeah, nothing could go wrong with that.
Nothing could go wrong. No. You'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. Well, if there is a poison ivy out there, call me. My DMs are open. Wink.
Call me. Leave the poison at home.
But keep the plant outfit on. That's pretty neat. It's very Gaga-esque. Let that happen. The plant outfit. Is she mostly plant? You know what? I'm not gonna ask those questions.
I've
Is it
always
part of her?
assumed that she grew her outfit onto herself. You know?
Sure. I mean, but is okay. I guess.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know the rules. She just shows up in a Vine dress, and it's like, well, Where did you make that? That's great craftsmanship. I bet that was
I
hard.
assume,
but also,
yeah.
I don't know. Call Uma Thurman. I don't know that I'm down for Batman and Robin, any of those characters. Like, Uma Thurman's like, come up and see me sometime, boys. And then Mr. Freeze is just like, what do the dinosaurs in the Ice Age? Like, that's not. And then Batman has nipples, and like, it's.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
God,
I don't know that I'm down for any of
it's
that.
so infamous.
I just love that they were like, all right, we're gonna hire Uma Thurman to be seductive as shit.
Yeah.
And day one, she's like, hello, boy. Don't you want to smooch me, fellas? And they're like,
And
whoa.
Robin said, yes, I do.
He did, but then it was a trick because he's like,
But guess what?
I
I've got
wear
glue
wax
or
lips.
something on my lips. Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah,
It was wax.
pulls off like a coating on his lips. He's like, take that. And
You
then
tried
they
to
use,
poison
like,
me,
the
but
bat
I'm a
shark
smart boy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then because, it was the very progressive 90s,
Right.
they let Batgirl beat the shit out of her because, whatever. And then she says a line that's like, you make women look bad or some shit like that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So, it's a solid film. Solid film, Matt.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy was trying to follow up the Catwoman performance of
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Of what was it, Batman Forever? Which one
No,
was
that
it?
was Batman 2, whatever that movie was.
Electric Boogaloo, the one with Penguin.
Yes, which, by the way, can we just talk? You know what? I know that there's been many Batman movies since, but that original block of films is so nonsense.
Yes.
Like, at a certain point, penguins carry the penguin away and like dunk him underwater. Like, that's the end of a movie. The penguins have a penguin procession and then disappear in the crazy stuff.
Can I? Sorry.
Jim Carrey. You see more of Jim Carrey's junk in those movies than you've it is
It's true.
bonkers, those films.
So currently at McDonald's, at least here, I swear this will make sense. Currently at
Yes.
McDonald's, the Happy Meals toys are DC heroes and villains.
Okay.
You get a bunch of little cards that will have 3 heroes and 3 villains. So I showed them to my kid, right? And she tried to guess what they all do and whether they were good guys or bad guys. She was positive that Poison Ivy was a good guy and that her power was she waters plants. That's her power.
It is perspective.
Yeah.
It's all perspective, really.
But my favorite was one of the cards was Penguin, and it's like a very cute version of Penguin just surrounded by penguins. And she said, I think he's a villain, but I think his power is he takes care of penguins. And I was like, why would that make him a villain? And she didn't have an answer.
There's something so incredibly sweet and innocent about being like, he's a villain, but he takes care of penguins.
But he takes care of penguins. That's his whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Can
mean about it.
I noticed that you set up a TikTok,
Yes.
which I love. Can I just recommend this becomes a series of just asking your kid what it has the potential to be as funny. I don't know if you've ever seen this. There's this dude who asks his girlfriend about football teams,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't play football at all. She doesn't know anything about football. She doesn't care about football. But he just shows her the logo on the helmet, and she has to guess what it is, right?
Right.
And the dad is in the room, and so the goof is like she guesses, and the dad loses his mind because it's so way off, right? Like the Tennessee Titans. She was like, I don't remember what she said. It was like a T. And she couldn't figure it out. Whatever the case may be, this has the same potential to be as freaking hilarious. You don't need to, we don't need to have Clarky on camera or whatever, for safety reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be like, with my daughter, I'm sitting here, we're doing this thing, and this is a DC hero. Who do you think this, like Superman?
Right.
What would Clark say about Superman? I need to know this.
I don't know.
Because it's just a dude with an S on his chest. What would she possibly say?
I have a really I'm also not entirely sure because she's super into Spider-Man. I know not DC, but like she's super into Spider-Man. Specifically Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider, depending on what you're looking at. But I have a really, I don't know which superheroes she has had explained to her, because like she saw the Flash and was like, he's the fastest man in the world, and I was like, okay, so you know who the Flash is, got it. But Penguin is just a bad guy that takes care of penguins, so
right. I wonder if it's because Penguin hasn't been in any media she would have seen.
That's fair. Lately. He's not in the public eye currently,
I mean, he was in the latest Batman movie, but he wasn't like a man with penguins. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was just like a dude.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt that your young daughter sat through an incredibly scary Batman movie.
She did not, no.
Yeah. I'm going to say no matter how much Sam was actively trying to like, come down and sit with me, child, and watch this terrifying film.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened. So
I also don't think
that's fascinating. I would love to know that. I'm obsessed with this idea of. It reminds me of the TikTok channel where the guy like interviews kids, and that's how it led to that corn.
Oh
video.
Yeah.
I watched that guy
poor corn
all
kid,
the time.
dude. His whole life is corn now. I feel so bad for him.
I want you to know this is. I'm just gonna play for you this audio because I saved it. This is my favorite thing on all of everything on the internet. When he sits down to interview this boy, and this little boy is this one right here. This is for you.
Really like Komodo dragons.
If you could talk to Komodo dragons, what do you think you'd say to them?
I love you. You're so nice.
What do you think they'd say to you?
I think they would just say thank you.
Do you think they'd say I love you back?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
What would you do if you went to Panija?
I would just ride on all the Komodo dragons, but I know that Komodo dragons eat people.
Wait, what?
They eat people.
What?
This special animal eats people.
Are you afraid of them?
Nuh-uh.
Not at all?
Definitely not. They can eat people, which is so special.
Do you want to see an animal eat people?
Actually, definitely, yeah.
Why?
Because it's like, I never seen an animal eat a person.
But you want to?
Yeah. Even though they might eat me, I still love them.
They're the best, basically, right?
Right. Basically. Really?
Right, basically. That is
Holy
max
shit.
cuteness. That is the... Look, I have to live vicariously through you. I don't have a child to exploit
Sure.
for YouTube views. I'm living through you.
Okay.
Help me
understand.
help you
Right.
use your child for internet clout, okay?
Okay. Got it.
The least I can do.
I totally understand that energy, though. I don't know how old that kid is, but
Like,
the number of times that Clark will be talking about something really excitedly and then follow it up with, but if you meet one, you'll definitely die. It's like, okay.
I have to believe I was the same, because there's a period of home movies that my parents shot where I am obsessed with sharks.
Oh,
I have to believe it's at some point.
the before times.
Yeah, at some point I was that where it was like, they're so cool. Also, they'll kill you. And at some point I have like, I think a switch flipped where it was like, bro, they'll kill you. And I was like, oh no, that's not fun at all. And I became obsessed with being afraid of them. There was a period where I was like obsessed. Like, they're so cool looking, but they'll kill you. Crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Like dinosaurs.
Just like dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are the coolest, but they will kill you.
Oh, I'll be so sad if like, because there's so much stuff that I think sort of conditions kids to be scared of spiders. And currently Clark loves spiders. Not just because of Spider-Man. She's always loved spiders. She picks them up and just like holds them. It's wild, which is great. I'm glad that she's not scared of them, but I do worry sometimes that if she watches enough shows and things where people are like, spiders, terrifying, that eventually she'll be like, oh, should I be scared of those? I hope not.
What is the? I mean, are you so you're hoping that in 20 years Clark is still just like, I'm the spider lady?
Yeah, I hope that she's always chill with spiders, you know?
I would love like I mean, you do have like a wild child vibe going on there with raising this kid, because like you got outside stuff, you got like chickens, and you got like this is imagine how I imagine this is like a portion of how you were raised, I think.
Yeah, it's not nearly as much like privacy because our house was like kind of surrounded by woodlands. But yeah, trying to snag a little bit of that ruralness.
I love that for you though. I like that you have like a little. This is a little bit of me. I'm imbuing. That's right. Imbuing into my sweet child, and I can't wait to see how 12 years of school changes that. I can't wait to see how all these good things you've done for your child are completely ruined by asshole friends and peer pressure. Can't wait.
I thought you were going to follow that up with, I love the city, so I will never be visiting, but I'm proud of you for whatever it is you're doing.
I would visit you in a heartbeat.
Would
it's
you?
Just the last time I was there, you came to the city. I'm not going to say no to that. That was
true,
great.
We
had like some good ass food. We like hung out.
We did. It was so fun.
Times. Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm not going to say reasons why, but at some point next year, I have to come back to the UK for a thing, and I'll message you privately.
Okay.
It might be game related.
Okay. A thing in
I
quotations.
have no idea where such thing is going to be, but I think I have to spend at least a week or two there.
Okay.
So, just going to put that out there for prime friend hangout times.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not CoxCon related. It is something extra fun related.
Maybe we'll be living on a little farm by then, and we're still trying to do that. And
Man,
then you
beautiful.
can and then you can come hang.
All right. Okay. I love that. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yes. I will 100. Yes. All right. Yeah, I'll message you.
Okay.
I've got secret plans. Yeah, I just don't know dates yet, but we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Are you off, sweet princess?
Yeah, I should probably go to bed.
Yeah, I need to. Someone, no names, me and another one of our friends decided to play through 16 hours of a certain game that comes out next week to get ahead. And I realized that, oh yeah, I have to do that.
Like you have to edit it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do that tonight. That should be fun.
I hear the exhaustion in your voice.
Let me just say, for the last 2 weeks, a week ago was the launch of Monster Prom, or Monster Road Trip, so that was stressful as hell, getting that out the gate. While I did that, I, for some reason, also said I will take 4 brand deals over the course of that same week.
I remember you talking about this, because you were like, what have I done?
This is why I think I have ADHD, where I was just like, I didn't remember any of the things I agreed to. And so it all hit me at once, and I was like, no. And then the minute that was done, I was like, okay, finally I'm free. And then I got a message that was like, bro, I have the game. And I was like, no. So this entire week has been just crazy. And then, Friday I'm doing a charity. I was up till 3 a.m. last night. And then I was in the office by 11 a.m. today. So I'm just I could use like a massage, like a nice back rub, but also
was
like
gonna
some
say.
sweet neck kisses. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
like a romantically charged back rub.
You need Poison
Is that
Ivy to
too
tell
much
you
to
you're a
ask,
good boy.
world?
Yeah.
Yeah, while being told I'm a good boy. Yes.
Yeah.
You're such a good boy, smooch smooch. Why is that so hard to ask? Can I tell you what's even funnier?
What?
Is everyone messaged Luna Bloom, the girl who does that ASMR,
Oh no.
linked her. So then she responded to me, and I felt so awkward. I was like, oh no. But then
I can never
I
watch you
followed
again.
her because I was like, well, fuck it. The
XOXO.
cat's out of the bag. This is the person that I like.
Sure.
I know does ASMR. And then she followed me, and now I think we're ASMR buddies, which is fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I love a good ASMR buddy. It's not that I, think we should be best friends now, and she should only just call me on the phone and read me good night stories. What's the like over under on paying someone to just call you and read to you while you go to bed? Just asking a question.
I think you wait and see if they offer that as a service.
Nah, but what if instead I suggest it
Uh-huh.
and just like, it's nothing like chat, it's nothing sexual. Luna is happily married. I'm sure she and her wife are doing great and amazing, and I love them both. All I'm saying is, why can't you just platonically read me a good bedtime story?
Maybe
That's it.
maybe
While
instead
saying you're a good boy. Just putting it out there.
maybe does Luna do bedtime story content?
I don't know that. Actually,
Maybe.
it's a lie. One time you would actually fucking love this. One time she did a bedtime. This is not even a joke.
Okay.
So like, you know how a lot of ASMR is like aggressively sexual? You know
No,
what I mean? Where
I
it's
don't
like-
listen to ASMR, so no. The only
That's the
ASMR I
reason-
listen
that's-
to is people doing their nails, which is great, and coffee shop like ambiance noise.
So most ASMR is like it's not for me. Like a lot of it is it's either that girl that Krendor and I watched that one time where she's like, today I'm going to make pancakes, and we were like, nope. or
Right.
or it's like a like incredibly attractive woman in a microphone, and it's like weird ass noises.
Yeah,
you're
and they
like,
have the
"No,
little
this is
ear. They
definitely
have the
some, like-"
microphone with the little ear attached, and it goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not for me. That's not for me. But now, hey, hold on. Let me save the record. If you want to do that in real life, that's a different story. But no, in watching it is weird to me.
Right.
However, the reason why I can tolerate this girl Luna is because all of her stuff is like very just like positive, but also completely it's not being done. Like one of her videos is her like showing off Kirby stickers, and it's like that kind of shit, right? It's just
Right.
there's nothing remotely creepy about it. It's just very like fun.
Yeah.
But one of the things she did is she read like a Dr. Seuss book and then a Kirby book, but made up the story rather than read the book. And the story was like fucking like Dodger level comedy. Like just like Kirby was time traveling, trying to figure out who blew up his world. In the Dr. Seuss book, it was about a fish that was cheated on by another fish that had a baby, and the one fish, they went to war over the fish, and it literally was red fish, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue
Right.
fish. But she
Holy
like
shit.
made it. It's comical as I was like, this is insane. This is
I love
exactly
the
what I'm here
idea
for.
of that, of taking a kid's book
Yeah.
and being like, we're going to read this, but then just making shit up based on the
Yep.
pictures. That sounds so fun.
Based on, at one point, she turns to a page which is a little kid and a giant furry dude taking a shower, and she like bursts out laughing. It's like, nope, I don't like this one. And just flip the page. I was like, that's good, right? That's funny right there. So all I'm saying is, that's the kind of stuff I'm into. Like a few goofs
Right.
and being told I'm good. That's it.
Yeah. I like it.
Like make a
That
few
sounds
jokes.
like a good vibe.
Tell me I'm a good boy. Yeah, and I'll watch your shit. If you want to make content that I'll watch, like make a few goofs, look directly at camera, say Jesse Cox, you're a good boy, and I'll be like, this is some good content. I'm gonna promote this shit.
Wow, I like this.
Yeah.
You know what I've always liked, but I've been made fun of for it before, is slime videos. I'm fully aware.
No.
I'm fully aware that slime videos have like a kink niche. That's fine. But like, bro, when they take the slime and they put a bunch of goddamn rocks in it, those sounds are great. The little crackle noises when they take the slime and there's like lava rock in there and they squeeze it around, it makes these crackle noises that are so good. What the fuck are you
Alright, here we
typing?
go.
What are you typing?
I literally typed in lava rock slime.
Good.
I want to hear it. I want to hear what you're talking about. I wanna
Listen
hear
to
you
the
hype it up.
crackles. They're very good.
This is it's Christy. It's Christy, and it's slime with pebbles. Okay, this is an intro with Christy. She's okay. What does this sound like? Ew! It literally, that thing just. It
It's-
made a noise that I wanted to say what it sounded like, but I feel like it's inappropriate. It definitely
Snap,
was a
Crackle,
slur,
Pops.
That's for sure. Well, this most replayed. Okay, what's the most replayed? And it's pretty spot on. I love the descriptors. She's messing with the slime and a shovel.
I
It looks-
refuse to go look at your channel. I'm just gonna listen to you describe what it is that you're watching.
All right, you know what? I will agree with you. The slime that. Here's the thing. Two things. One, it's Christy. Love the video. Love the enthusiasm. I want to hear the slime. You're talking over all the slime sounds. I just want to hear the slime. That's all I want to hear. Anyway, the slime that is not crackly definitely makes like a.
Yeah, no,
It's a little too
I don't want
like
that. No, thank you.
A little too like you're definitely fucking that slime. But this,
Right.
the one that has the like crunchies in it,
Crunchies.
has
are
that
the-
sort of static
that's the
white
good
noise
shit.
vibe, and that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm all right with that. I don't know that I watch that because I never want to be in a room where I'm watching someone's hands like oogle slime, and then someone walks
That's
in
the
like.
thing. I don't like watching them unless sometimes they'll take clear see-through slime and then put a bunch of powder all over it that's like a color dye, and then they'll just like scrunch it around until the color develops inside of the slime. I enjoy that process.
It sounds like like maybe wrappers, like like plastic being like crunched up or something.
Yeah. But no,
it's all right.
nail videos are where
I
it's
thought
at,
you were
dude,
saying you
though.
didn't listen to ASMR. Here you're over here like, well, my favorite is actually when you put the slime in the thing and then you put the crackles in there.
The crackles are just a good sound, yeah.
All right, look, we all have our thing. I
Yeah.
just found this out this past, like, this is new to me. Like, Krendor and I have watched ASMR for years, and I've been like, nope, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. And now it's got me, and now I'm like down this rabbit hole, and I don't know how I can handle this shit.
You know what? I like the coffee shop ambiance stuff and the nail videos. I put them on when I'm working on stuff, and it like helps my productivity a lot to just have like, I don't know, the noise of somebody else doing something in the background, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's not distracting because no one's talking. It's just
I mean, have you ever watched? I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like the 4K dude just walking around Japan videos.
no.
It's this guy, maybe like 4K Japan walk. This dude, I think it's called Virtual Japan. Maybe that's what it's called. Literally, this dude takes like a mega high quality camera and just walks through Japan, and it's just like the city, and it's just background city noise and people walking around. He doesn't interact with anyone. He just walks around the city and like points his camera at stuff. It's pretty great. My favorite one I've ever seen was this dude I think he goes to a cosplay convention thing in Japan, and there's thousands of cosplayers all walking around in like crazy costumes and outfits and like being different characters. And what's funny about it is he's walking through it all, just like, you know, walking around checking stuff. And then at one point turns and sees this like beautiful cosplayer. Like she's dressed in this red outfit. I'm not sure what anime it's from. Gorgeous. He walks by her once, and then over the next 25 minutes keeps walking by her. And I'm like, this dude just trying to check out this girl. It's so, because the camera clearly angles at her. It
Right.
is very funny. It's like, oh, okay, all right. But
That's
it's nice
cute.
to yeah, I don't know if it's this virtual Japan one, because that's the first thing that popped up. But there's like a bunch of other people. Rambalak and like Japan Walk is another one.
Japan Walk.
There's a lot of them. And there's an 8K Japanese video. Oh my god, it's too much.
8K.
too many K.
That's too many Ks. Yeah.
That's too many K. Yeah, there's this one called Tokyo Sleepless Town 1 a.m. And it's him walking around at 1 a.m. in Tokyo. And here's the thing, it looks packed. Like that city's crazy. I guess it is the most dense city in the world though, so that checks out.
Is it? For sure.
Yeah, I think population wise, is it the number one? It's the number one most densely populated city in the world, I
Damn.
think. Yeah, LA's huge, but LA's spread out.
LA is very spread out because earthquakes.
What is the yeah, I'm trying to think. Monaco? Maybe Monaco. I mean, I wouldn't know. Monaco sounds, maybe densely populated is the wrong thing. I'm making me look this up.
You don't have to look it up.
I do for my own sake.
I was just curious.
The population of Tokyo is 13.96 million people. And the population of New York is 8.4, and LA is, yeah, LA proper is only 3.8 million. Look at that. Yeah, Japan would be crazy. But with that said, most of the people in Japan live in that little tiny area, to be honest.
Right.
TBH. It's like Canada, where most people live right along the American border.
I still have never been to Canada. Isn't that weird?
Girl, you've never been to Canada?
I've never been to Canada. I have so many friends in Canada. I've been trying to plan a trip to go because I know a bunch of tattoo artists there. So I keep trying to plan a trip to go there and just get a bunch of tattoos and see Canada finally.
Huh.
What's your favorite? What like places have you been in Canada? Because it's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I used to live in college. I used to live right next to the Canadian border, so we would go
nice.
to Toronto all the time. Toronto was the first time I went to a city where it was like clean. It blew my mind. Like I remember driving into the city and I saw people like cleaning the street, and I was like, wait, what? They do what?
Yes.
And that was the I got a really good dim sum there. That's what I remember.
Nice.
I also went to, I think there was a Virgin Records when those used to exist, and that was pretty fun. But if it gives you any sort of idea of the time frame, the album I bought there was Eve 6.
Oh God. Yeah.
So yeah, that has early 2000s vibes.
Yeah.
And then I've been to, oh God, I've been to all the little like, you know, areas or like Niagara Falls, and then sort of like the wine country there, and then I've been in Quebec. I went to Quebecois, and then I've been to like some of the smaller towns that are along the way. I've never been to Vancouver though. That is like on my list of things to do.
Interesting.
I've never been to Vancouver. Yeah, I very much would love to go.
I know a lot of people in Toronto.
Toronto's Toronto's fun. That's a good ass town.
It's funny you saying like it was the first time you saw such a like clean city, or like a city where people were actively taking care of the city.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I went to Lisboa, Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it was that exact same thing where we got there and people were actively like cleaning the streets, like taking care of like the areas that they lived in. like heavy traffic areas, and I was like, man, I didn't realize how rarely any of us do that in America.
Wait till I was when I was in Melbourne for 2 weeks in, I think it was 2017, maybe 2018, whatever year that was. I need to go back because shout out to Victoria and the entire government of Australia for they literally flew me out there for like a whole thing, and I recorded a bunch of stuff, and then the stuff I recorded, I may have had it on my phone and then dropped that phone in the toilet at the airport, and it was all lost, and I feel terrible because I could not make the like go to Melbourne. I couldn't make that video, so I need to go back just to make it like for my own personal sanity to do like a make good on that.
Right.
But when I was there, I noticed that in the heart of the city, you know how like if you were to say, for example, like London, and you were looking at the tube system, right?
Yeah.
And how there's like 1 and then there's 2, 3, you know, like that kind of like, I'm not sure what that's called, but like it's in the 1 territory or whatever that is, like the heart of the city. In Melbourne, they have, imagine that, except in zone 1, for example, all the trams and the buses and all that shit was totally free. If you went outside zone 1, you would have to be paid. You have to pay for it. But zone 1, you could hop on, hop off whenever the hell you wanted. And I was like, this is the best system I've ever, like, this is perfect.
That's
like,
so neat. How interesting.
Right? I was like, how dare the rest of the world not get on this shit? Because that was great. I would jump on, go down the street, hop off, like walk over to a Nando's, get lunch. By the way, I learned Australian Nando's, get your shit together. I found out that unlike other Nando's, Australian Nando's, each is individually owned, so each one's a little bit different. Discovered that the hard way. Not a fan. Some of them Australian Nando's, trash Nando's. I don't want to have to say it. I love me a Nando's, but I don't want to have to say it. Some of them's trash Nando's.
Damn. Goodness.
Some's is trash Nando's, not good. Not a fan. Yeah, but I went to I like spent so long there that I like bought shoes and went out, like got a haircut from like some hipster dude. Like got coffee every day at the same cool coffee place.
Damn.
Everyone kept telling me it's kind of like if Seattle and San Francisco had a baby.
Interesting.
That's the vibe. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So that was my and I liked it so much. I went back to Australia again, except this time I went to Sydney and Canberra. And there's absolutely nothing in Canberra except like there was a fun bar I went to that was like jungle themed. I don't know. It was weird, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. I saw a bunch of Australians beat the shit out of each other. I was like, Australia, this feels right. So that was fun.
Am I remembering correctly when we came to England that first time, you, me, and Aaron,
Yes.
the Hobbit bar that we went to, is that closed now?
So they had a fundraiser because they were going to close down, but this was before COVID.
Right.
The Hobbit pub was like, we need X amount of dollars to stay open. So I even donated to that. I gave them money like, here, stay open. But I would have to imagine if they were struggling to stay open
Before
COVID,
Yeah.
they're done now. But let me
I'm going to Google. yeah.
Hobbit pub, Southampton. Oh, Southampton. The Hobbit pub. Yo, it's still going.
It's still
yeah,
alive.
Hobbit pub. Hell yes.
Hell yes. This place is great, chat.
Yeah, what's funny about it is I remember, boy, this is a vivid memory I have. You, me, and Aaron arrived at the hotel we were staying at, right? We like went to Southampton. We got to this like very tiny motel thing, and then we had to walk down the streets. By the way, nothing there.
Nothing.
Not a damn, like it's all homes, not a damn thing there. There was a train station. I remember when we got to the pub, they asked what we were doing there, and we were like, we're here. And they're like, why?
To come to
Why
the Hobbit
did you
pub.
come here? Yeah. And the Hobbit pub is just by itself. But the best part is the Hobbit pub is like first floor Hobbit themed. Cool as shit. All the drinks are like, Lord of the Rings themed. And then the second floor down, there was a giant music venue where everything was neon painted.
Yes.
And then in
Holy
the
shit,
back,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever we were doing when we were there was a concert going on or something down there.
Yes.
Like a band was playing. And then in the back, way far in the back, there was a big field, And at the other end of the field was some dude's like Jamaican jerk chicken shack.
Yes.
And all I remember from that night is drinking every single one of the I don't have it anymore, do I? I drank every single one of the fellowship,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a t-shirt for it. And I want to just say to everyone there who came in and hung out with us, I both love and hate you for buying me all those drinks.
My vivid memory from that night is getting you back to the hotel.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds correct.
It was very sweet though. There was like 10 people that walked with us back to the hotel to make sure that we were like safe and okay. And Jesse was just like singing full volume, walking back to the hotel in the middle of the night. It was very funny. And then Aaron and I
don't
made sure
remember
you
that
got
part. I
back
don't
to
remember
your
that part.
hotel room. Aaron and I made sure
No,
you
I
got
don't
back to your hotel room, and we got the door open, and we were like, "Do you need help? Are you good?" And you were like, "I'm fine," and just slammed the door in our faces, and we were like, "All right, I guess he's fine."
I don't remember that part. Yeah, no, I feel like that. I don't think that would happen to me. I don't think that would have. No, the
Shirley,
only
I'm
the things
probably
I
thinking
remember.
of Aaron.
Yeah, it was definitely the things like. That trip was great because it was our first time in the UK, at least for me.
Yeah,
And we went to London for a few days. We went to
Mhm.
Bath. We saw Stonehenge. We went to the Hobbit pub. And then it ended up
went
going
hard,
to Then we went to Nottingham, where all I wanted to do was find the sheriff, but I discovered that's a bad idea. She's not too keen on you harassing her.
yeah.
Shout out to the sheriff. No, I don't know if it's still the same sheriff, but she was lovely. Just don't do that. And then the big memories I have from that trip are one, when we were at GemuCon, this girl at the bar loudly shouting, "No, I will not have sex with you," and we were
Yeah.
just like, "Wait,
A
what?"
classic story.
That was
yeah.
weird. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then two, that time I set you up with your husband. You're welcome.
That was good. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
trip
you're
where I
welcome
met
for that.
Sam.
Yep. You're
Yep.
welcome. I wingman. Look, I'm not saying we all went out to a pub, and then I got every single person who was with us away from that table so the two of you could be alone. I'm not saying I did that, but I did do that. And all the Yogscast interns and I went to go like.
I was gonna say, and you just convinced all of the Yogscast interns at the time to do progressively more stupid things at the bar.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, they were all like drunk and horny, so I was like trying to help them like hook up with these girls. They didn't do it. They just wanted to keep drinking, but like I tried.
Jesse kept trying to be like, all right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to walk over there. You're going to say this. And then if they say no, that's fine. But if they say yes, then like at least you went for it. And then they'd be
Yeah,
like, all
you gotta
right,
go
I'm
for
going to
it.
do it. And then they wouldn't go. It was very cute.
It was it was very cute. Here's the thing. I think at the time I was like, I don't know when this was. I was like 32 or something. These kids
Sure,
had to have
yeah.
been 19. They had to have been like little sweet cherubs. And so I felt terrible because I was like, you know what you need to do? Go over there, talk this. And they were like, oh, geez, girls, mister, that sounds terrifying. Also, I remember we went out to eat at a restaurant called Africa that served American food.
Yes.
Crazy. I was like, wait, what? I remember I got the American hamburger at a restaurant called Africa.
Yeah. I also
Yep,
remember that.
I remember that. Yep, that was weird. Yeah, it's beautiful. Good time. Beautiful time. It was lovely.
I would
Yeah.
just like to say as a side note that Jenna Bain just rated me. Hi, Jenna.
Hey, hello, Jenna.
It's been too long. I hope you're doing good.
I hope you're well. Oh my goodness.
I
We were
know.
just past reminiscing.
I thought you were
Look
about
at
to. I thought you were saying we are dust, which is also accurate.
We are dust. Holy shit. Sometimes I feel that way. when people tell me some crazy like I went to TwitchCon, which by the way, don't do that. I went to TwitchCon, walked into TwitchCon, the first thing I saw was like the giant, you know, that snake or lizard or whatever it is, that pog face. I saw that.
Okay.
And then behind that, all I saw for the entire convention was either like, you know, a credit card coffee shop that was trying to get you to use a credit card,
Okay.
a bunch of like makeup related booths, every booth related to lighting or like accessories that could possibly exist, a shit ton of Amazon related products, and then in like one corner, a few games. Like I went to the Sega booth, played all the games, and was like, what else is there to do here?
Yeah.
I guess I could go watch like the Twitch gaming stuff, but most of it was not. I never felt more out of place. Like am I actually a streamer? And then when I went to go do my signing, I'm gonna say maybe 3/4 of the people there were like, I've watched you forever. I just got married and I started watching you when I was 12. And I'm like, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. You know, fade to dust. Yeah, just like Thanos snap away. I was like, oh my. It reminds me deep in my core of my little cousin Jake, even though he's not little anymore. But I like vividly remember when he was but a wee baby, like peeing everywhere. And I also went to his wedding. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
yeah.
I did. I'm just like, fuck this. This sucks. Is this how this happens?
I think it's very sweet, but like I think it winds up feeling sort of disjointed sometimes because I don't feel old. But reading like, hey, I started watching you when I was 12 and I just got married, suddenly vividly makes me feel old. And so there's a weird like disjointed feeling there of like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it's this idea that, and I talked about this the other day on a podcast because someone asked about aging, and I was like, I don't know how to explain this unless you've been through it. But as you age, you don't, like, you recognize, like, oh, that's a gray hair. Like, you see little things. But I don't think we personally recognize that passage of time in a big way, and we judge it based on other people. So for us, like, I feel the exact same as I felt 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel no different. But I recognize that 10 years is a long time.
Sure.
And it's crazy to me to see people grow and change. Like when you're younger, you grow and you change faster. But at a certain point, you reach like, well, this is it. I'm me until I start to fall apart. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am until I am in a walker or some shit.
I mean,
and so,
sorry, continue.
No, go for it. Yeah.
I was going to say, we're also in a unique position where we can literally be like, what was I like 10 years ago? And just load up YouTube and then be like, ooh, right. Yes, I have changed actually.
Not me. I've done that recently.
You were like,
over on Patreon, they were
I'm
like,
identical.
watch your very first video. Yeah. They said, Jesse, watch your first video. And I was like, okay. And I watched it and I was like, literally nothing has changed. I make the exact same dumb jokes. The only thing different is like, my equipment's just a little bit better. There's nothing. My first video is me playing Warcraft and I make like a dick joke in like 20 minutes. Like, there's no difference. I've not changed at all. I have not matured or grown. I think I've become a little more, like, a little better of a person, like in the last 12 or so years. Like I'm like I'm just like a better human.
Yeah,
and I've learned and grown that way.
I think we've all learned and grown a lot, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And especially on the being a host, presenter, streamer, influencer front, where like you recognize the importance of what you do. When enough people say, I watched you from when I was a kid, you start to take that to heart, like, oh, I am affecting people's lives, even though I don't feel like I am or should. You know what I mean?
Sure,
it's
yeah.
like, I just we just played a game where we like put a man back together. I don't know if that's life-changing, but many people, you know, they love that kind of stuff. And so when you realize that you have a more important role than just like, I'm going to get mine and I'm going to make a ton of money, then make a video about how I spent all my money on like some like stupid fucking thing. And you know, like there's an asshole quotient that I think is more delegated to the younger streamers and YouTubers and stuff, where they're just kind of caught up in the money and the fame, and like there's a point where you're like, I feel responsible for the stuff I put out into the world.
Well, for
So-
sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like you were saying, sort of linking it back to the, hey, I've been watching you for X amount of years. It does put into perspective like the impact of being a constant in someone's life for that long.
Yeah.
You know, whether they've, you know, stopped watching for a while and then checked back in like occasionally or whatever. There is absolutely the potential that the things that you've said, the things that you've done, have impacted the way that they view certain things, especially if they started watching you when they were really young, you know? Yeah. I think it's important to remember that for younger streamers too.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think the problem with like, you know, younger streamers in general is inexperience and you know, that sort of like invincible nature of yourself, and how you're kind of living in the moment and you don't really think about your actions all that much. You just kind of do. And you see a lot of that, and I have to wonder, you know, what that does to an audience. And I would think it probably makes them awful, which is why I'm always blown away when people are like, Jesse, your audience, like the people watching are so nice, your chat's so nice. It's like, well, I like to think it's because I'm not a piece of shit, so I don't gravitate other pieces of shit towards me. You know what I mean?
Well, time also allows for cultivation, right? Not saying
Yes.
not saying that we like karate kick people out of our communities, but like after a certain amount of time, if you make it clear, like, you know, this is and isn't okay in this community, the people in it start to police themselves, so to speak.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and
So
I
I think there's a certain amount of that.
Well, it's the idea that if your community is already a positive place, if a bad actor comes in, the community itself will deal with it.
Yeah.
And that happens. Bless, you know, Twitter's the worst. But it's crazy that I will have, if someone comes at me on Twitter, I'll have people on Twitter just like show up and be like, shut the fuck up, leave Jesse alone. I'm like, I don't have to say anything. I don't even acknowledge, like,
Right.
it's a weird place to be, but it feels good because it feels like, okay, well, I did something right. You know,
Yeah.
like I've been at this long enough where
For sure.
I'm not completely over it.
I've kept good vibes around somehow, right? So I've done something right here.
Yeah. It also, I think, relates to the people that we surround ourselves with. We're not like, I don't think either of us has that friend who you're a little worried about. You know what I mean? The one who's like doing some crazy shit and you're like,
Yes.
I don't know that we should be friends anymore.
I also think that's true.
Yeah. The worst stuff our friends do is like, he fucking goes to IKEA 5 times a week. I don't know why.
It's true. He keeps adding rat emotes. What's that all about?
I mean,
you
the
trying to
man
say
is
something?
the man is what the man is. You know what I mean? He is what he is.
Oh, goodness.
He was at IKEA the other day and saw streaming setup, and I was like, why are you at IKEA? His whole point was to show a photo of him seeing a streaming setup at IKEA, and he thought it was weird. And I was like, why are you at IKEA though?
He loves it there.
Like, that's the weird thing.
It's
He
his
loves it.
comfort
He's-
place. If he was doing guided meditation and the person said, imagine yourself in the place where you feel most at peace, he would imagine himself sitting down to eat some yummy meatballs at IKEA. Of that I have no doubt.
I guess. I don't. He has, his comfort places are literally just like, the other day I went to the container store. Like, why'd you go to the container
Yo, the
store? He's like,
container store is
"I like
so
the
lit
smell."
though.
He loves the smell. The smell, it's just plastic smell. It's chemicals. He's like, I love the smell. I love it.
Hmm.
I wish I could. He is my guiding North Star. Whenever I get like stressed about shit, whenever I'm like overwhelmed, I think, what would Krendor do?
Sure.
Because I know for a fact that man has his stresses are not my stresses. Whatever he's stressed out about, like, I have 15 Warhammer minis to paint, and just, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I wish he could be there. Go smell some containers. Maybe that's why he doesn't stress as much. He smelled so many containers, the chemicals have just killed that part of his brain. That'd be nice. Maybe that's what I need.
I'm proud
Just
of him.
stick
Good
my-
for him. You know?
Stick my head in one of those like plastic bins and just sit there for a little bit. Like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Container Store is great, though. I don't know if you've been.
I mean,
It's great.
obviously, I have bins and bins of stuff. We have a storage unit here filled with bins of things. A lot of it, because I am a sentimental
relate.
idiot, is a lot of like fan stuff.
That's
People
sweet.
send me things. I put it in a little. I like put it in my little bin, and just to make sure I have it. So I would, one day, when the years in the future when I'm no longer, no one gives a shit.
I knew that.
And I'm no
God,
longer.
I was
like,
gonna cut you off and be like, when I'm no longer relevant. I knew that's what you were gonna say.
I think I'll be relevant forever. I'm the official soy boy cuck of the internet, and I feel like that meme will exist forever. So I'll never disappear. I will always be on some right-wing website where they're making fun of me. That I know for sure. So I'm never gonna go away. But I mean, like in my own personal life,
Right.
I just want to pull shit out and like show people. Like one day, someone made this for me.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Damn, that's so cool." Or they'll be like, "All right, Grandpa, shut up." That sounds right.
I was able to keep some things when I moved, but I couldn't keep everything, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because I'm kind of a pack rat. I'm not like you. I'm built
Well, I
different,
mean-
but in a bad way.
I mean, like I have like a lot. If I moved overseas, there's no way I could take them with me. It's like
Yeah.
dozens of bins filled with stuff that's been sent to me over 12 years. Like there is some stuff in there. I had to go through some of it because there's stuff in there like someone once sent me a box of specially made, like they custom made a box of penis pasta
Uh-huh.
and sent it to me. And it was Cox pasta. Very funny. I put it in the
Cute.
bin and I realized that's been in there for 10 years. I'm like, this pasta, I probably should throw this out. Like, this probably isn't the best thing. It's unopened, but also like, I don't know. Probably shouldn't just keep that there forever. That could be bad.
You know what's
So-
something that should have been like a thing that I just forgot about and moved on with my life? But occasionally when you and I are talking to each other, it comes back to me so vividly.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
When the potato turned into liquid in my kitchen.
Can I tell? Oh my God. Can I tell you? Look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying this story lives in my brain rent free. But anytime anyone's like, Jesse, I've been trying to get a hold of Dodger for like 3 weeks and she didn't respond. Like, can you please reach out to Dodger? And I think to myself, this is the girl who, in her place in LA, was like, why are there so many flies? Where did these flies come from? And then you opened up the cabinet and there was liquefied potato.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's Dodger.
That's
She,
me.
like, that's who Dodger is. And I think that's so funny because I'm just like, yeah, I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. I'll reach out. Yeah. It's like, look, she'll get to it just in her own time.
Yeah. I don't like being
I
the
think-
potato person, but I am now. And I have to own
Yeah,
it.
but it's fun. It's fine. I think that it's no better than me agreeing to do a bunch of brand deals and forgetting about every single one of them and then realizing I scheduled it all for the same 3-day period.
Sure.
Like there's no difference there. It is this weird kind of like we can only focus on one thing at a time mentality where it's like I got work to do, and then 6 hours later like, oh, I had 3 other things I need to do. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes 3 weeks later. Yeah, I know that life.
I have a little visitor who just woke up.
What time is it there?
She's trying to eat me. She's a
Oh.
vampire.
Vampire.
Are you a vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you saying Al? You sound like E.T.
He said you sound like E.T. You sound like a little
no-
alien.
Does Clark know E.T.?
What?
Ow. Yeah.
Do you
That's a
think-
little E.T. sound?
Mommy, why can't we play that?
Why can't we play that? Because it's the middle of the night and we're supposed to be asleep, huh? I'm supposed to be asleep too.
You should go to bed. You should go to bed.
Should I say bye bye and then we can snuggle up? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I'm gonna let my little vampire just chomp me, I guess. Hey, this
As
was super
vampires
fun,
do.
bud.
Yeah, as always. It's a blast. I love hanging out with you.
All right, buddy. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for the good
you
vibes.
too. Have a good one.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye, Clark.
Yes, baby. What's up? I'm gonna read off some things that happened during my work, and then we'll be good. Okay? Do you want to just stay on my lap while I do it?
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
oh, look at that.
The me that's dabbing. This one.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Okay, let me read these off super fast, chat, and then I will release you. Okay. Ready, Clarky? I'm going to read these as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Snowfall and Crow, thank you for the 38 months. Cynical Deadpool for the 4 months. Poldy for the 58. Duo Nico for the 24 months. Happy 2 years. If I Fell for the 32 months. Baby Cake Selma for the 32. Ben Jack for the 19. Look It's Hunter for the 13. Forbiddens for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Mossy H for the 76. Fensonitis for the 69. Johnich for the 42. Boxed Cake Mix for the 13. Iris Laughter for the 64. Trader for the 82. VTMC for the 68. Little Blue for the 29. Keen Cat for the 49. Whimsical Whimsy for the 64. Hawk of the Mist for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Nap That Cat and Run for the 51. Bensky for the 75. Southern Vices for the 63. Joe, thank you for the raid. Joe Fudge, thank you for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. Catsy Nook for the raid as well. Thank you very much. Silpha for all the gifted subs. Thank you so much, Silpha. If you were gifted a sub today, please double check who gave it to you and take the time to say thank you. Gradberg for the 57. Assert FX for the 102. Thank you so much. The Watcher for the 94. Jenna, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. Dojums, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Jenna. And Adelaide Jewel for the 72. Happy 6 years. We did it. Was that good? Was that fast?
Yep.
Good. All right, everybody. She's biting my arm. How rude. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.